change very quickly, and we need to make sure that the best mob wins, and that one, in my opinion, is the glow squid, because that's the one that I'm rooting for, and that's the one that I'm going to be voting for. Anywho, that's going to be it for me, but be sure to stick around to find out more about these brand new Minecraft mobs.
Thanks, Marielle. Well, I just want to say I actually want all the mobs if that's even possible. Can we make that happen? Now, one of my favorite things this year to come to Minecraft is the 1.16 Nether update. There wasn't much to do in the Nether in my personal opinion, and this update, I think everyone enjoyed it, me personally. I was already a little bit afraid of the Nether, but now I'm even more scared, but in a good way. It makes me want to go there, makes me want to do things, and there's so much that you can do in the Nether, and the fact that this is the same game, they make the updates so great that it feels like a whole new game, and you get that whole new experience all over again. But that's just my story. But here are some more stories from a few creators and friends around the world.
Hello everyone, my name is Gemini Tay. I'm a Minecraft builder and content creator on both YouTube and Twitch. I love using Minecraft as a platform to create art, and this year I have had a particularly amazing time doing so. I was invited to the early access beta for Minecraft with RTX on Windows 10 edition, and oh my gosh, it was incredible. Minecraft with RTX adds so many new amazing properties to the game. The new reflections and light emissivity is incredible. Being able to use light as a building block in the game is something I've looked forward to for such a long time, and it's finally here. Definitely have had such an amazing time using that to my advantage to create more depth and dimension in my Minecraft worlds.
Fala galera, eu sou o Forever Play Games, de Minecraft por YouTube há mais de 8 anos. E hoje eu venho aqui falar pra vocês as duas coisas que eu mais gostei do update do Nether. Então beleza, estou aqui no meu mundo onde eu jogo no modo sobrevivência, não uso o criativo pra nada. E como uma pessoa que joga muito Minecraft mesmo, uma das coisas que eu mais gostei do update do Nether foram os blocos novos. Então se você der uma olhada daqui, eu fiz um portal que vai pro meu Nether, utilizando os novos blocos. E cara, é sério, eu fiquei apaixonado nas possibilidades que a 1.16 trouxe pra gente no termo de criação, cara. Esse fogo azul e essa Blackstone são muito lindos e dá pra você fazer ambientes totalmente diferentes de antes. E passando pra nossa segunda coisa, nós chegamos nos novos biomas. E isso eu acho que foi uma coisa que a Mojang focou muito em tentar deixar o jogo mais vivo. E cara, pra quem joga Minecraft há muitos anos, é muito divertido olhar o Nether que a gente já conhece de uma forma tão diferente assim.
Hey everyone, I'm Mac and Cheese Please, a Minecraft YouTube content creator and Twitch streamer. My favorite memory from Minecraft this year has got to be when we defeated the Ender Dragon for the very first time. I have never seen this fight before and had no idea what to expect. We spent hours and hours preparing and defeated the Ender Dragon our first try in about 15 minutes. It was so much fun. I cannot wait to see what Minecraft has in store for us this year.
小さいかなこれ。小さすぎる？多分小さすぎると思うんで。うん。もうちょっと上げていいかな？小さいね。はいはいはい。はい、少し5デシベル上げました。どう？ほとんど何も聞こえへん。はいはい。じゃあこの辺で一回様子見ます。はい。そうか、もう始まってるやん。裏作業しようと思ったのにな。ちょっと待てよ。俺がこの画面ちっちゃすぎて見えへんよ。ちょっと待って。
Hey Minecraft Live. I'm Nick Pickett.
And I'm Elliot Choi.
And we built a one-to-one replica of the University of California, Berkeley with 200 of our fellow students, faculty, and alumni, and hosted a virtual graduation there.
こ
During
れ
the ceremony, we had the
翻
pleasure
訳
of
して
working
る
with the
サイトない
university,
か
the
な
production company, and
ミキ
dozens
サ
of
ー
our
とかあ
own
るだろう
builders to produce
マ
a
イクロソフト
graduation
の
unlike any seen before. We had 7 speakers join us that day, including our school's chancellor and Minecraft's own Lydia Winters.
In addition to the ceremony,
これはマインクラフトが今年どんなアップデートをしていくか、どういう方向に向かうのかっていう、要はゲームショー的な、
we hosted it all in a reimagined version of Berkeley's Greek theater.
This project grew to scales that we never expected.
On top of all of this, we decided to take all this attention we were getting and put it towards a good cause, which is why we partnered with a charity to raise thousands of dollars to support pandemic relief.
From all of us in the Blockley team, we hope you're enjoying Minecraft Live.
なんていうサイトだっけ
Okay, so we've heard about how 2020's been for a few people within the community, but what's next for Minecraft? Now, there's already a lot of things in Minecraft, but if there was one thing that I would want to see, is something that would fly, some type of creature, maybe a monster, and you would be walking out on just a nice sunny day, you know, maybe just mining or doing some cropping or in your farm, and next thing you know, something would swoop down, not a phantom, and it would actually pick you up
閉鎖の衝
and
撃っ
take
て
you
書いて
through
ある
the sky. I
6
think that
月
would
に
be
閉鎖したの
really
ミク
cool,
サーっ
but
て
maybe that will never
マ
happen.
イクロソ
Now
フ
the
トがやって
community
たや
has
んかスト
always
リーム
speculated what the next big update for Minecraft could be. A new mob, a new boss, a new biome. And as you're
ミ
making
キセラ
your
っていうの
guesses,
これ
right now, I would assume we're gonna go ahead and throw some more ideas in the
ミク
mix.
サーと思って
Well, hello there,
What
Minecraft
the
Live. Good
god?
times with Scar here, and I am a content creator and a member of the Hermitcraft server,
Yeah,
and
well,
I have
YouTube
now been
stuff,
playing
you know.
Minecraft for 10 years. This is my 10-year month anniversary.
ちょっと
And what
白
better
ひげ
way
み
to
たいな
celebrate
チューブつけてるや
10 years
んこの
playing
人
Minecraft, but to hang out with you here at
大
Minecraft
丈夫
Live
な
and
んこの人
speculate on what we'd like to see added to Minecraft. And way back
何
in
こ
the
れ
day when they added colored glass to the
炭素
game, I
送
thought,
っ
how
てん
cool
の
would it be if these naturally generated in caves as if they were crystals? Just colored crystals hanging from the caves just to add a little life, a little energy to the caves. And I thought that would be fun, but let's take this up a notch. Say we're down in the caves and we break open a wall into a gigantic cave with cathedral ceilings, crystals hanging down from the ceilings. And these crystals come in all the variety of colors in Minecraft. And we pick out one that we like. Say we're going to pick out the orange one, and we knock down that orange crystal. And we can take the fragments of this orange crystal and put it in a torch or put in a lantern. And we're now casting orange light in Minecraft. That is right. We can now cast colored light of all varieties in Minecraft via torches or lanterns to add more atmosphere and more design possibilities with our builds. Just imagine your builds now, but being illuminated with color light. How amazing would that be? Now, another thing I'd love to see added to Minecraft is some way of auto-loading and ejecting music discs from a jukebox. So now we have colored light in the game along with auto-playing music. We have basically together here created disco on Minecraft, and that sounds absolutely amazing. So let me know what you think of those ideas, and I cannot wait to find out what for real is coming soon.
はい小室さん NZE さんいらっしゃい
Minecraft since the very beginning and have so much fun creating videos.
元のライブ何言ってるかわからないのでこっち来ましたいらっしゃいゆっくりしてってね私も翻訳はできませんけども雰囲気でみんなで楽しみましょう
So excited for the glow squid.
クルー
We could build a glowing underwater city.
はい同じく来ましたってことで
I wonder what we'd
クローバーさんかないらっしゃいゆっくりしてってね
glowing armor. I wonder what sound the glow squid makes. Like this.
なんすかこの人たちは
I'm gonna make it my pet.
YouTuber やね
Okay.
リュウコ日本にもこういう人たちおるよね
안녕하세요 마인콘 시청자 여러분들 저는 유튜브에서 마인크래프트 채널을 운영 중인
俺もこういう
램램이라고
収録に呼
합니다
ばれてなあかんねんけどな
저는 8년 동안 마인크래프트를 즐기고 있는 만큼 저에게 있어서 마인크래프트란 제 일상에서 정말 큰 부분을 차지하고 있는데요 올해도 굉장히 많은 컨텐츠를 기획하고 업로드했는데 그 중에서 야생 관련 컨텐츠와 팬분들이 직접 만들어주신 컨텐츠들이 기억에 많이 남습니다 마인크래프트에는 여러 바이옴이 존재하는데 그 바이옴 특색에 맞게 새로운 블록 아이템들과 몹들이 더 추가됐으면 좋겠습니다. 특히 바다를 굉장히 좋아하기 때문에 마인크래프트 바다에 더 멋지고 예쁜 블록과 강력한 보스몹이 추가되길 바라고 있습니다. 이상으로 여러분들에게 저 램램도 알리고 마인크래프트에서 보고 싶은 여러 가지들을 말해보았습니다. 항상 저에게 좋은 추억을 주는 마인크래프트 정말 감사하고요. 여러분들도
見られてる方もいらっしゃると思うんですけど、私は全然情報を見てないんで。翻訳サイトはここじゃありません。はい、食べたい思ってた。紫さんいらっしゃい。
It's an omega big day today because it's one of these days where we get to know latest and the greatest surrounding Minecraft. Now, being a big action RPG fan, I've obviously been completely stuck with Dungeons since it came out, and we've already got lots of new stuff. Like we got the Winter update, we got the Jungle update. I wonder if they're gonna make another.
そうそうそう、なんか序盤にあるとかそういう話はなんか Twitter で見たな。
Like Dungeons goes Everest or maybe an oceanic update. That'd be kind of weird, swimming around underground and stuff like that. Anyway, personally, I'm hoping for two things. I'm hoping that we'd be able to customize our little character a little bit more, like the visuals of the character. I'd love to see like being able to get a skin that's outside the game into the game. That would be absolutely amazing. And I would really like to be able to change up that little base area. Add things, maybe put things on the wall. You find a cool sword, put it on the wall. Memorize it. That would be absolutely amazing.
You know, that's a very good point. I wonder what's coming next in Dungeons. Well, I guess we'll have to see. Thank you from me and everyone you've seen so far for watching the pre-show. Minecraft Live is just about to start, but we're such a small part of this community. So let's see some other great moments from this year in Minecraft. Thanks, everyone.
I earned this crown the last time. I get to wear it until I am dethroned, which means I can wear it the whole time until then. There's a lot more rainbow because it is in honor of it being Pride Month.
あ、これめっちゃいいや、これ欲しい。ピッケル。いいね。あ、これ誰？カーボンさんや。すげえ。わあ、すごいすごい。日本人入ってた。すげえな。
So I just went into Feather Adventures and I made a green screen inside of the dog's house and for feathers as well.
Así llegamos con el Nether Update en donde van a agregar nuevos biomas.
そう、日本語字幕が、何だっけ、ミクサーって言ってたけど、なんか間違ってるらしいんやけど、ミクサーやったら日本語字幕あったんですよ、去年は。けども、ミクサーが閉鎖されてるから、もうそれは望めないよね。ああ、いいね。他のマイクラ配信者を見れるっていうだけでもちょっと面白いな。これはちょっと台本ありきな感じやな。楽しそう。リアクションがすごい。おー、すごいとこに出たな。
我乃齐天大圣孙悟空是也。身穿黄金锁子甲，头顶凤翅紫金冠，脚踏四步轮。
These new adventure crystals that allow you to experience adventures in your home, in your backyard, or wherever you are, instead of needing to go out and discover them.
这个吃瓜亭呢，也应吃瓜群众们的要求啊，把上面的这个不对称棋盘换成了好多的瓜，同时可以有6个人在这吃瓜呢，想想都有点小兴奋。
I'm a bee. Did y'all see that?
アイディアさんいらっしゃい。あ、どうぞどうぞ。ディスコード。
Check it out. I got a whole mess of powers. Y'all see him? Bees. You can just keep spawning in all these bees. I'm literally just right clicking constantly. Now the bees that
すぐ抜けられましたけど。
あ、そうなんですか。
あ、いけば見てなかった。いましたよ。
개봉해볼게요.
자, 오! 야!
I found the mobs. I found them.
楽しそう楽しそう。こんなんやりたいな、序盤のやつ。
No.
I gotta show you how to play my game. Are you watching?
花だ。うわ、すげえ蜂。何してんのこれ。すごいシェーダーモリモリやなこれ。
Oh my gosh. No.
La abeja es el primer artrópodo del juego que vuela. Los demás que hay en el juego son el pez de plata, los endermitas, las
っていうかこれ
arañas.
もう全画面にしたいな。したらあかんかな。怒られるかな YouTube から。
下一个任务是什么？分享一次家园
メキシコ？ああ、ありがとうございます。
3、2、1，茄子，分享给好友，就给你了。
もうちょっとだけ送ろうかな。あんまりやって後でチャンネルに影響したら嫌やしな。ミラー怒られるよね。この辺にしとくか。ちょっと大きいよなこれでも。こっちも動かしとかな怒られるしな。なんかハグしてる風にしとかなあかん。そうそう。
Okay, give me an opportunity. Set me up.
Oh, there's a lot of zombies. Throw it, throw it, throw it.
Throw it in the middle.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Here they go. It did there.
はい、ゼロ君いらっしゃい。ゆっくりしていってね。
こういう習性があります。そしてね、毒針を刺した後まさかの死んでしまうこともあるんですね。ちょっと。
Den är glad. Okej. Och du är glad och du är glad. Nu, titta! Ha 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 ha! Fast då har jag också förstört en sån där. Men ragazzi, è tutto nuovo. Oh mio Dio, hanno cambiato il Nether. Ci sarà tantissimo da esplorare. Io non vedo l'ora. Il fuoco blu!
誰か分からんかったね今。
What? Don't take all the cakes. You gotta pay for those.
El daño y cómo vas creciendo tú como personaje depende de dos cosas.
メキシコ多いね。また来たよ。あ、これカーボンさん。あ、違う。ラダーさんか。
やったー。
どうなった？わかんない。どうなった？
ここやった。
あ、死んだ。
どこで？どっ
かった。分かったふり。いや、字が見えなかったんですよ。麦屋さん。
Oh, they are so cute. And that, right there, ladies and gentlemen,
ほら、マイクラやりながら見てますから。
Look at that. I love seeing like the haze.
はい、世界のたまちゃんさんいらっしゃい。あ、マンボさんや。
Teleport to Spoonerism? Where did you die?
Ah.
Why would you want to teleport to me?
Honeymoon boobies.
Oh, I'm doing it now.
Oh no. What?
タムさんやめてください。H スタジオって書いてるのは見ました。わからんかった。失礼しました。1時になった。来た。来ました来ました。では楽しんでいきましょう。
わらわら。来た。初見です。来たね。
はい。と申しておりますがさんいらっしゃい。初見さんゆっくりしてってね。来た来た。おー、いいねいいね。この赤い画面も好きですよ私は。
何が始まるんでしょう。
かわいい。かわいい。ボーミちゃんのねボリューム下がってるからほとんど聞こえないと思うんですよ。ごめんなさいね。何鍵？何あれ？ちょっと追いかけようとしてた画面で。鍵追いかけようとしてた。ダンジョンズやんなこれ。多分。なるほどね。あ、招待状を配るゾンビなのか。なるほど。あー、かわいい。うわー、やべえ。みんなカクカクやのにめっちゃかわいい。
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live 2020. I'm Lydia Winters, your host and chief storyteller for Mojang Studios.
Lydia Winters さん。
We're coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week. We are so thankful you're joining us. Before we get started, we want to acknowledge the number of challenges around the world right now, as well as the mental, physical, and emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in mind, we want to give the opportunity today to take a breath, have fun, enjoy the games we love, and celebrate all of you, our incredible Minecraft community. It won't all be easy. You'll have to decide which mob to vote into the game, which, based on votes in previous years, will be super tough. You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your favorite Minecraft games, you'll also hear directly from the development teams. We want you to leave today knowing about the exciting additions coming to Minecraft and also why our team has made those decisions. An insider's look at what's brewing at Mojang Studios. Today, we're kicking things off with the announcement of the We're gonna tell you right now.
今から始まるって言ってますわ。絶対。イルマンゴさんおらん？大丈夫？
Hi,
座ってない。
Brandon.
待機してない。
Let's do this.
So, okay.
そうそうそう。
The next update is
ムキマンゴさん映っ
the
た時の感動を思い出した
update
ね。
that
1
so
年前
many
で
of
す。
you, and well, so many of us as well,
はい、
have
オブ
been
キュン
wanting
さ
for
んいらっ
such
し
a
ゃ
long
い。ゆっくり
time.
していってね。
It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
びっくりした。音でかっ。投票はツイッターじゃなかったっけ？
It must feel amazing to be able to tell everyone that.
Seriously, like, I'm so excited about this. I mean, even before I joined Mojang, I was always thinking about, like, when is the cave update gonna come? And this is it, but it's also got the cliffs as well. It's got the mountains. Like, this is such a big update, and I'm so excited.
How are you feeling,
谷
Agnes?
と山のアップデー
Great.
ト。山は聞いてたけ
It's
ど
so
な。
good. So we have been
一緒か。
working on this update for quite long, and we're like, we
この人
can't wait to tell
よく
everyone.
ツイッター出て
And
く
now
る
we
人や
just
な。
announced it, and it feels
So we're actually
amazing.
getting our
シスの人やな。
first live look at some reactions.
マリオ湧いたらあかんやろ。じゃがいもさんいらっしゃい。
Okay, that's very cute.
Those mobs are very, very excited. This year, we asked some of our communities to submit questions that we'll answer across the show. This first question definitely feels like something
マイクラ
everyone
公
wants
式
to
ツイー
know.
トしたけど動画やった。
Mi pregunta
今
es,
は
¿por
ラ
qué
イ
se han
ブにしと
tardado
けよ
tanto en
ね。
actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
Why has it taken so long? Like Brandon, I've been waiting a long time too.
Yeah, that's a very good
洞窟
question.
と
So
崖、
since
ケ
this
ーブ
update
ス。
really is the update, like we have been dreaming about it for so long, so it felt so important for us to do it right. Like we
い
don't
や、マ
want to
リ
rush
オは
it.
マイクラ
But
に出て
now,
きてほ
now
しく
feels
な
the
いで
right
しょ。
time. Like we have spent the time we need to really like understand the vision we have
スマ
for
ブ
the
ラは
update, and also to
み
make
ん
sure
な
that
で
we
集まってや
understand
る
what the
コナミ
community
ワイワイ
actually
ワールドみたいな
wants.
もんやから
And we've
あり
also
やけ
like
ど
planned around it to make sure that we
こ
really
れ
can
はあ
work
かんでしょ。
together with the community
マ
to
リオ
make
ブラ
this
ザー
as
ズ
like
に
as epic
ね
update
ス
as
ティーブが出て
possible.
くるみたいなこ
And
と
we
にな
have
るから。
also hired some new amazing developers to the team.
And you're one of the amazing developers, Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this
崖
year
どう
in
なの
January,
ね。
and I actually came from the community. I used to do modding for 10 years. One of the first mods I worked on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that added sky islands and stuff. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
I'm so happy to have you.
We have another creator question.
Just like a dimension that added.
Hi, I'm the Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for older players so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to
字幕
navigate for
で
newer players?
日本語に自動にはで
Such
きへ
a
んの
great
か。
question.
Yeah, I mean, with this update, we're making sure that we can have as much variation as possible within the actual caves themselves, but we want to make sure that the old caves are still retained as much as possible to keep that classic feel.
Yeah, and we really
そ
also
うなん
looked
です。日
into to
本
make
語
sure that
訳
we
が
have
ないん
something
です
for
よね。
everyone. Because
ゆうしさんい
you
らっ
know
しゃ
we
い。ゆっ
have
くりしていって
such a
ね
huge。community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful
YouTube で
thing.
翻訳ってリ
So
ア
we
ルタイ
really
ム翻
want
訳で
this
きないんよ
update
ね
to。have something for everyone. So actually, we made sure to map all the features in the update to different player styles to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes into an update this big.
Yeah, we
リアさんごめんなさい、ちょっとボリューム調整できなくて
have
申し訳ない。
making sure that we have a very good like fundament for the update. For example, we did the player
声
style
拾えてなかっ
mapping,
たらまた
and
申
we've
し訳ない。
also worked with design pillars. So the
はい、
design
カイマル
pillars, they
さん、
kind
黒
of
猫かりんさんいらっ
describe
しゃい。
the vision of the
Wii U と
update.
スイッチと
So
か
for
にマリ
example,
オあ
they
っ
help
た。
us when we like
コラボハイフワールド、
prioritize
スマ
between
ブラ
different
来ないかな。
features,
あー、
and
ワー
also
ルド
when
は
we
ありや
design
ね、
each
かりんさん。それ
feature.
面白いです
And we
ね。
have 3 pillars for this update. And the first one is actually
は
all
い、そ
about
こら
like
辺の
this
受験生
spectacular
さん、
mountain
ロボッ
with
ト
the
機械さん
snowy
いらっしゃ
snow
い。ゆっ
and
くり
the
してってね。
mysterious goats. Because at last year's live, the players voted for these features, and we felt like it's so important to deliver on that promise. So we actually wanted to have it as a pillar.
Yeah, and another pillar that we
ごめんなさい、ご
actually
めんなさい。
integrated
リアさ
into
ん、
this
ほんま
was
に
adding
ボリュームちっちゃ
strategy
くな
to
ってて申
mining.
し訳ない。
So of course,
リアルタイムの
Minecraft
翻訳
already
が
has
難しい
plenty
って
of
言ったのか
strategy
な
in mining, but we wanted to see if
あ
we could push that just a little bit further and add even more mechanics that make it interesting for players to mine in the caves.
Yeah, and the third pillar is to create an underground of marvel for the players. And that pillar is a lot about like adding variation to the underground and like contrasts and like inspire players to like craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done to like fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes. And one of them is the lush caves.
ケイブス。来た、なんか来たよ。なんや。ラッシュケイブス。覗いてる、覗いてる。おお。ツタがあって。おお、いいね。いやー、これいいんじゃない？おお。え、何あの上の。でっかい花咲いてる。ですね。雰囲気最高やね。幻想的。はい、ブラボーさんいらっしゃい。わあ、もう終わり。
Doesn't feel cave-like.
ちょっと小出しすぎ。
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make sure that, of course, in Minecraft, all the original caves, you know, they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of vegetation or different features inside of it. So for this, we wanted something which is a bit more like light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we were thinking about, okay, so how should it feel when you are in a lush cave? And we wanted to be like, so you feel like very tiny inside like a big garden or big forest. So like when you look up, it's actually like vegetation above you, it's vegetation around you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called Jon Bauer. Because in his paintings, it's always, or often at least, like a tiny character, and then it's like huge forest, and you see like the bottom of the trees because the vegetation is like so big compared to the character.
And you're adding so many new plants
ほんまに
in the
楽
lush
しそうに
caves.
喋るね、この人。
Yeah, so I
あ、
don't
こ
know
れ
if
に
you
イン
saw,
ス
but
パイ
there
アされ
was
たっ
this
て。
new
お
tree that
お、
was
ありがとう
actually
ございます。そう
above
そう
on the overworld,
そう
and
た
this is
ちゃ
called an
ん、
azalea
背にされ
tree.
しちゃい。
So it's a unique type of
洞窟
tree
アッ
that
プデートってこと
it'll be
ね。
easy to
ベンさん。
spot for players, and if you actually find this and start
さっ
going
きの
down
ナウ
its
シカやんね。
roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining, where you know there are certain landmarks which will allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
That's cool. And another one of the new blocks is a block called Spore Blossom. And it's that you maybe saw it in the video. It's a big pink flower that you find in the roof of the lush cave. And it will drip particles from that flower, but it will also actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very
洞窟
creative
探
with that.
検。楽しそうや
So
な。
awesome. And it's
絶
the
対迷
lush
子な
caves
るや
have
つ
a
や
real glow to them from one of the plants.
Yes. So there are vines in the lush caves, and they have glow berries on them. These are actually a light source. You can also pick them and eat them if you want to.
Nice.
Yes. And another plant we actually have is the drip leaf plant. And you can actually see that they can kind of grow from like water or anywhere else. And they grow quite tall, but they have like a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the leaf will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through.
英語わからんのでこっち来ました。すみません、こっちでも翻訳はしておりませんので、雰囲気で楽しんでいきましょう。
continue platforming over and over again, which I hope is really exciting for content creators making maps.
足場になってる。あんまり乗ったらぺちゃんこなって傾いた今。ほら。落ちた。
It's so beautiful in there, and there's actually a mob coming to the lush caves.
アスレに使えるやん。
There is, but we will actually not tell you about this mob now, because in the end of the show we will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update, and then we're gonna show that mob.
This is the first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two at the beginning and towards the end of the show. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves, the shapes and the sizes you could get. And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
Yes, so we actually added something we call local water levels. So in one cave you might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground.
Yeah, so you'll see in a bit that our player here will actually use a boat to raft. And that's just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different way than you used to.
Yeah, we actually were playtesting, and then one
of
the
ボートでそんな楽しすぎるやん。急流滑るやんこれ。
So another thing to note here is that you can see that a lot of the oars were actually glowing. This is just for preview purposes. Oars aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure the players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now, will that only be for the like normal caves, or will this run across all of the new cave biomes?
Yeah, so the really cool thing is that like the new cave shapes and sizes is completely independent from the biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because for example, a lush cave can for example generate, in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in like a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really gonna have lots of variation underground now.
You've been calling two of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese. Like that's how varied the caves could be.
Yes, I mean there are so many different variables of how the variation works, and I mean it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat. Some are tall, lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Yes, so we have the Dripstone Caves biome. And whenever I think about the idea of a cave update, the image of stalagmites and stalactites comes into my head. But adding these are pretty difficult. You know, it's a very unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this, so you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And also, unfortunately for this zombie here, if you fall on these dripstones, we'll get hurt.
There's another interesting mechanic in the dripstone.
Yes, so maybe you saw in the video that, like, from the stalactites, you could see that it was like dripping water. So actually, if you put a cauldron under the stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
And how do you remember which is stalactites and stalagmites?
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. So stalactite is in the roof and stalagmite is on the floor.
シスやったばっかり思ったけど、
We've been practicing that.
ほんまに楽しそうに喋ってて、
For a long
すっ
time,
ごい
even.
好感度上がっ
And
て
you
し
have
まったこれ。
something really amazing in this update for the sort of redstone engineers out there.
Yes. So we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're not going to talk about this biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's basically this growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool with wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now. And as you can see here, I walked next to the skulk sensor, and it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston is causing a vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wall block in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the skulk sensor. This can allow you to even do sort of directional skulk sensors where you can put wall blocks on each side and only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball hit, it could be an arrow, it could be footsteps, it could be blocks, anything.
So
cool. Yeah.
And another thing, we had a bit of a happy accident with this because we realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to the skulk sensor.
Yes.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it. But then when we started testing, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone, and that's so exciting. And, well, you can just build so many cool things with that. It's going to be exciting to see what the community will build.
Yeah, you're really looking for community feedback to make sure this feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community, and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us, and we'll work with you to make this the best block that it can be.
And now, we said there's another mob coming later. I think it's time for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
It is. And this is a very scary mob. And it lives in the deepest of the underground, in the deep dark. And this is a very dark place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment. So it can't see anything. So it's the first blind mob in Minecraft. And that's very interesting because it gives such interesting mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So if you aren't very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean, caves can be scary, they're dark. And all I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that you're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
植物とレッドストーンを結びけるのが来た。これしかもこれどこよ？なんなんこのブロック、周りの。うわ、ちょっとこれ気持ち悪いな。集合体恐怖症の人はやばいブロックやな。エンダーパールがブワーなってるわ。ってこれどこなんこれ。これがケイブス？洞窟？何これ？この松明何？ちょっと待って。シーピクルスみたいななんか新しい松明じゃない？なんや？自動調光するライトかこれ。はあ。うわ、なんか来た雪玉じゃんあかんやろお前。何してんねんそれ。剣持てよ剣を。なんや。内容濃すぎるな。敵対は今のところしてないぞ。なんやこれ。やるんかい。 ピグモンみたいな。ピグモン緑バージョン。これ結構でかいからゴーレム張りに強いんちゃう。うおお、動きがすごい。怖い。ちょっとホラーっぽいな、動きが。おお、あ、めっちゃ強い。ワンパンで3分の2持っていかれた。これはやばいな。
It's a very different mob.
体熱なってきたぞ、
I'm
こ
really
れ。
excited for this because not only is it trying to be scary,
いや、
it's, you know,
強すぎ
we
や
had
な。
to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging to
ゴーレム
design
バリ
a
アな、
mob
やっ
like
ぱ。
this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing full netherite
キングな
armor,
んとかって書いてあった？
so it's very powerful. You definitely
初
want
心者殺しに来てる。
Which I think also is such an interesting gameplay, because like if you want to, you can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, like sneak all the time to not make like any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of
音
fun
が
and it's
反
like
応するってことかな。
feels scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone back to that first night experience with the warden.
Absolutely. I mean, I
Furu
had
装備
such
やったぞ。
an amazing
はい、
experience when I first played
マインクラフト大
Minecraft.
好
It
き
was
さんいらっしゃい。
terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can
守りたい
bring
この
that
笑顔。
back to players, but you know, 10 years
いや
later.
笑顔がすごいわ。
But that would be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I mean, I'm also very fond of my first night in Minecraft, so we hope to give that experience again.
But you really balance sort of the look of it. It's like it's almost cute, but also really terrifying. How did you decide?
We actually worked a lot on like how does scariness look in Minecraft, because we wanted to be very scary and we didn't want to take away from the scariness, but we felt let's add some dirtiness to it. So it's like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth. And
自然スポーンやったらやばない今
reacted
の。
like, oh, it's so cute, which I
あれ
think
自
it's more
然か
scary,
な。
but
どう
I
やろ
think
う
we find
ね。
like the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really has character.
Yes, definitely.
これはない？
Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that everyone has been waiting for, and we actually have some tweets that have come in.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Okay, that's amazing to see.
公式ツイッターも見た方がいい。はい、カフーさんありがとうございます。
So,
そうなんや。ちょっと公式ツイート見ようか。
it's lovely.
マイクラできへんなもうけど。
It's like we really developed this game together with the community, and now to see that people are so happy, that feels so good.
Yeah, honestly, it's such a privilege to work on a game like this and an update like this, and we just love this game and we want to make the best update that we can for everyone.
Thank you so much, Agnes and Brandon. That was a lot of amazing new things. Don't forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show. Now let's head over to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Vubui. I hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game last year.
Hello, Minecrafters of the
誰や？
world. I'm Boo-Booey, and I'm here
Boo-Booey.
once again to help all of you at home to choose a mob that will go
開発者
into
の人か。
Minecraft. But first, we have a message from our good friend Max Brooks, author of our first Minecraft novel, with some exciting news.
あ、ジェブの人これ。
Hey Minecraft community, it's Max Brooks, author of
誰やねん。
Minecraft The Island. Thank you so much for embracing my book, and I hope you enjoy the sequel, Minecraft The Mountain, where our character leaves the
Minecraft The
island
Mountain.
and paddles to a strange snow-covered world and discovers
Brooks.
another castaway. And together, the two of them
Brooks.
have to find their way
初見さんいらっしゃい。マ
Minecraft
カ
The
ペ
Mountain,
ロリ
coming out
お
in
麦いのちさんいらっしゃい。ゆっくりしてい
available
って
for
ね。
pre-order right now. And as
小
always,
説
thank you for
そうなんや。
embracing
カイマル
all
さんありがとうございま
Minecraft
す。
That sounds
新しい
awesome.
人出
Another
るたびに切れて
Minecraft
た。
novel, and this one's
ごめんなさい、
called
そう
The
いうつもりじゃない
Mountain.
です。
Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a
ブロック
fierce
前に振動
competition,
率とか
but the
違った
mountains
ら
won
回
after
路やば
two
そう。
intense rounds of voting. Well, I have a sneak peek into what your
ああ、
vote
ナナ
is
さんあり
bringing
が
to
とうございま
Minecraft
す。
on
ジ
the
ムさんの
cliff
翻訳見てきた
side
け
of
ど、
the
大体合っ
Caves
て
and
る。
Cliffs
おお。
update.
な、
Goats. They're both mischievous and adorable
ヤギ。
at the same time.
ヤ
As you
ギ
can see, They live on the mountains, and if you aren't
イラギ
careful, they might knock you off.
ちょっと待って、
They
牛飛ばした
also
で。
have excellent jumping skills.
そんな
Also
飛ぶ
get better mountain generation with spectacular
3
and
ブロック
more
ぐらい飛んでた
dramatic
今。
mountains with height-dependent generation.
これが
That
山ア
means
ップデ
things
ート
like tree lines and mountain tops that will be more challenging with lots of snow and ice. And speaking of snow, yes, it will be
あ
snow
ー、
here.
投票で決まった
We
や
will
つ
also have a new block called powder snow, which will be a kind of trap block. It looks similar to snow, but if you or a mob walk on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have
ヤギの頭美
three
味しいから回
awesome
復力
mobs
高
for
い。
you to choose from. And to
すごいこと考
introduce
えてん
them,
の。
we once again have
山で遭遇
Tiny
したら飛ば
Agnes
されて
and
死ぬ。
Tiny
う
Jens.
ん。
Let's see what they have to show.
餌は神。そうやろね。絶対そうやろね。餌神やろな。
Bees and moblooms are friends, just like we
サト
are.
ウキビ畑。
Right,
開発しと
Agnes?
かな。
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome,
これ投
yellow
票
as
系のやつや
sunshine
な
and。covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to
さあ
like
さあ。
about these beautiful bovines?
We are friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual mountain?
あの、
They
蜂
are
蜜
animated.
しか、
The
こ
isolager
の
is
敵
a
モ
new
ブやんね、これ
villager
は。
that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks you with
これ
clouds
が
of
よう分
flying
からへんねん
ice.
けど。
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here.
空から氷降らせることができるモブなんかな、あれは。
Do you ever wish Minecraft's oceans
こ
were
れは
glowier?
グロ
Not me.
具合。
I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do.
軽いか。
Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid. Wow.
What was I meant to
ロボット
say
機械さん
again?
は光るイカ
For my
あ、ホタルイカか。
Can't talk.
なるほど。
Must admire glow.
Agnes, Jens, it's really
ホタルイカの魅力って何なん教えてください。
They're so tiny
わからん。
and they're so susceptible to distraction.
そもそもイカ
Hopefully
にあ
that
んま
won't
り。
happen to you. Now let's go over how
そう、それ。と申しておりますがさん、ほんまにそれ
Hi, Tiny
全部追加して。
Yeah, no, I'm live right
う
now.
わ、なんかモニモニモニモニ言ってる。
Okay. Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But okay, I'll tell him.
開発者も演技せなあかんの大変やな。
Tiny Agnes would like everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Okay, where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the
はい、
studio?
まるまるさんいらっしゃい。
Now,
ゆっくりしていってね
let's go。over
新たな
how
光
you
源追加
can
さ
be
れ
a
そう。
part
そうですね、さっ
of
きありました
what is
ね
likely to be an epic。
洞窟の中
showdown.
に新しい
Don't
光
let
源。
this decision be made without your voice. Be ready to cast your votes.
光るイカはエンダーマンのメ
Make
クラ
sure you have a Twitter account.
メクラ
If you don't, go to twitter.com, sign up for an account, and make sure
イ
you're
カが
logged
いい
in.
人多い
I'll
な。
let you know when the voting
新しい
starts.
敵モブ
Then
ちゃ
you'll
うん
need to go to the Minecraft Twitter account to find the latest poll. Think carefully, debate with your friends and family, make a decision, then click on the mob you want to make it into Minecraft. There will be 2 voting sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, just be ready and keep dreaming of victory for your favorite mob.
これはダンジョンズのやつやんな。びっくりした。
My name is Yesenia Cisneros, and I am the gameplay producer from Minecraft Earth. I am so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year and to share this wonderful experience with you, our amazing community. It's been so fun seeing what you've been doing with the game.
光源モブだ
I've
ったら
seen
重くなる。
lots of creation shared
重く
each
なるのはもう
week,
ほ
and
ん
I
ま
wish
勘弁
I
や
were that
な。
creative. I mean, wow. While everyone has been discovering new
でもライト
hobbies,
系のアイテム
I
が
have
欲し
been
い。
logging in
敵
each
いらない。
day
絶
to
対強い
collect
か
a
ら。
new adventure crystal, which lets me play life-size adventures in augmented reality in various parts of my home. My dogs are very confused to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on lots of adventures. We've had more than 5 million adventures played throughout early access.
氷のやつが
Holy Moobloom,
氷の
that
ブロ
is
ックをドロップする
amazing.
な。トラップの価
I've
値がある。
also been completing season and
私も
daily
もう
challenges to collect
敵モブは怖い。
mobs,
あ
even
あ、
more
なるほ
adventure
どな。そう
crystals,
いう視点
and
もあるよね。
exclusive character creator
もう
items
敵ばっ
that
かり
can
増や
also
さん
be
とい
used
て
in
と。
Bedrock.
のんびりさしてと。うんうんうん。確かに
Sometimes,
ね。
when the weather is
サバ
just
イバ
right
ル
in my
要素はい
house,
らないよって
lightning
いう方もい
strikes
らっしゃ
and
る。
a new mob is made. Later this
もうこの
month,
際
we
何が
have
来ても
two
楽
new
しんでやる
mobs
よ。
joining Minecraft Earth.
もう
And
投
I
げやりになって
hear they're going to make
深
quite
海
a
あまり意味がなか
splash.
ったかな。光るイカが。
Speaking
あ、
of
イカ
mobs,
人気や
our
な。
beloved Moobloom from Minecraft Earth has a
アイ
chance to be
ソ
brought
ロ
into
ジャー
vanilla.
は一
How
緒に
cool
険
is
しい
that?
山。今までより高い山が
I'm
追加
not
され
going
る
to
可
tell
能
you
性
who
も
you
あ
should
る。
vote for, but what I am saying is one of these
ブロッ
mobs
ク単位
is
で光
definitely
量を管理す
way
る
more adorable
か
than the
ら
rest.
移動に合わせるの
So
が難しいという
choose
のを聞いたことあ
wisely.
る。俺は
In
アイ
our
ソロ
last
ジャー。
couple releases, you may have noticed that we added slime ball and slime blocks. With that, I'm super excited to let you know that we are adding pistons and sticky pistons to Minecraft Earth.
おー。
Be on the lookout next week for a content
あー、
update,
海外
and
の
I
人がどう
can't
思う
wait
か
to see
ね。
the awesome creations you make with blocks,
掘
items,
ってい
and
な
now
ら
redstone
終点に着
contraptions.
くんですね。
Our friends Mumbo Jumbo and Green recently took a Minecraft
投
Earth
票
road
前の
trip
や
and
つ
made
がイ
their
ン
own
パクト
awesome
強すぎ。
creations.
それな。
Let's get a sneak peek
あれ
at
な
what
ん
they
やね
discovered.
ん。えらいモブがもう、あれはもう来るんでしょ、絶対。あいつは投票関係なく。インパクトありすぎるよね。イカは光らないだろうね。ドロップが光る可能性ある。なるほど、なるほど。アイテムがね。トビークリュウが海底神殿とサンゴ以外に欲しい気もする。このお姉さんはマイクラースのお偉いさん。おー、なるほど。はい、メテさんいらっしゃい、ゆっくりしていってね。
I'll be honest, Graham, mate. Would you class that as a
翻
grand
訳は
tour?
できませんけども、雰囲気で楽しんでおりま
Yes,
す。
we have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
海外は逆
But
に
you see, this
牛
isn't a
と
regular road
敵
trip
が
in a
人
rubbish
気そ
old
う。
van. This is a Minecraft Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a bunch of different locations in the UK. Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft at all. But we just really wanted to go to them, so we did.
そうか、海みんな好きやな。
We also
そ
had
うか、
a
で
go
も
integrating
探
Minecraft
索
Earth
して
with
なん
real
か
life. Minecraft Earth Frisbee is a
動物
bit
と
of a
触れ合える
challenge.
モブと触れ合える方が楽しいのか。私はどっちかって言ったらなんか、さっき誰かも言ってた通り、トラップとかに使えそうなモブが来た方が嬉しいって思ってるけど、それだけじゃないね。うん、これは個人的な意見でしたね。ヤギの無差別攻撃だけは嫌。確かに
You
怖
can
いな。
expect to see the full-length episodes appearing on our channels very,
アー
very
スは
soon.
もうええよな。
Wow, it looks like Mumbo
まだで
Jumbo
も
and
アプリ
Green
は
had
消してないけ
the
どね。
Minecraft Earth adventures.
アース。
At Mojang Studios, we've also been making more original content than ever before on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to create shows that give you inside knowledge directly from our team. We're even giving away all of our secrets in a new series
任せろ
called
り
How
さ
We
ん、
Make
チャンネル登録ありがとうございま
Minecraft,
す。
which honestly feels sort of risky. And guess what? We have
リージャーの
lots
進出
more
らダンジョ
awesome
ン
Minecraft
作り
content
に
on the way.
役
Here's a
立つ
look
と、
at
さ
what
っきの
shows
モ
you'll
ブが
find
怖く
on
て
our
日本
channel.
人で実況している人いないかなと思ってこの配信に来ました。いらっしゃい。海ボブに特徴が持ってほしい。見た目的に鼻牛だけ、鼻牛好きだけどな。おー。そうやね。やっぱ、平和に楽しみたい人には、イカか牛になるよ。分かれるね、そこは。アースは無料ですよ。あ、メデさんもチャンネル登録してくれた。ありがとうございます。マントでもなかったら、マントでなかったら、モヤンの立派で素敵な
But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the
はい、
Phantom.
サイ
And
レ
I
ントスナイ
personally
パーライフ
have
ルさん、
not
チャンネル登録ありがとうございます
In 2018,
ヤギは来るそうです。
Taiga won your
ヤギはいい
vote
ね。
with fantastic
はい、
foxes.
宮代やしろさんいらっしゃい。
Last year, it was the
血色が
mountains
違いすぎ
with
る
our
モブ追加は
soon-to-be
驚きました。
friends,
おお
the goats.
あれびっくりした。
What
あれは
will
バイオハ
the
ザード。
Minecraft community do this year? Let's review our
え、さっき
choices
車に乗って
once
たの
more.
マンボさんやったん
I was
え、見
inspired
て
by
なかっ
some
た。
of the amazing
コメント持
handcrafted
ってた。
things I've seen made by our community over
横を
the
言うと全部
years.
追加してほしい。平和主義者。
So I decided to make
そうよ
my
ね
own versions
平
of
和
our three mob
ね
choices
こういうモブでもいいな。それは
for
私も言われて
illustrative
思った。
purposes. I think I did a pretty
さ
great
っき
job.
車乗ったのマンボジャンボさんかよ。マジで見てなかった。見たい。
Anyway, all the way from
あの人
Minecraft
すごいよね。
dungeons,
本当
we
に尊
have
敬
the
するわ。
Isologer. They make
Ice
clouds of
soldier.
ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking.
Smash down.
Not quite as chill as they look. From Minecraft
マキさんいらっ
Earth,
しゃい。
we
ゆっ
have
くりしてっ
the
てね。
adorable Moobloom. I hear they may come with a
新
new
モブ
flower,
の模
the
型とかめっ
buttercup.
ちゃ欲しい
And I'm
わ。
pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees. Also from Minecraft Earth, the glow squid.
あ、
As
グ
the
ライ
tiny
アンさん。
trio will
はい
surely
はい、建
attest,
築の人やね。
they sure are distracting to look at. The first
キイウシ
voting
可愛す
poll
ぎる。
is now
うん
live on the
イカは
Minecraft Twitter
昔から
account.
いる。
Make sure you're logged
いるし、
in,
イカ
go
欲
to
し
the
い。
poll right now, and click the mob you want to win. We'll check back in
投
before
票
we
式に
start
す
the
るのは戦
second
略だ
and
から仕
final
方ない。
poll.
おー
Now, though, I'd like to
今回のアッ
welcome
プデートはかなり大
Laura
き
to
く
my
ね。
desk
いや、
to talk about the
1.17
dungeoniest
だけの
Minecraft
情
game
報じゃない
ever,
から、
Minecraft
その
Dungeons.
先のも
Hello,
の
Laura.
も入ってると思いますよ、お
Thanks
そ
for
らく。
having me.
Very excited that you're here. So, what do you do at Mojang Studios?
親
I
父
am
ギ
a
ャグが
game
入ってきてますけ
designer,
ども。
which means I am the one that gets to decide how
投票
difficult
は
the
ね、
bosses are.
Twitter になると思います
So
よ。
I'm sorry about
マイ
that
ンクラ
one.
フトの
You
公
can
式な
blame
の
me
か
for
な
that.
I think people will blame you for that.
分かってないけども。
That's okay.
While I have you here on the stage, which mob are you voting for?
I think if I don't say I am voting for the Isolager, my team
僕の
will
アイテ
kill
ム
me.
どんなの追
So,
加され
but
るの？
it's an amazing mob.
過去の投票で
It
負け
brings
た
a
場合
lot
で
of
も来
fun
ないか
to
な。
Dungeons,
ああ、
and I
確か
think
に
it will
ね。
bring a lot of fun
そう
to
そう。計
Minecraft
画
as
してんや
well.
ったら、それも入れたらいいのに。
I figured you would say that, but I had to
よくつき
ask.
そう。
So tell me about
あ
the
ればね。
launch of Dungeons this year.
あ
Oh
あ、ターザ
wow,
ンっぽい
that
のができ
was
る
that
の
was
か。
quite the ride. It was such a
牛にし
crazy
よう。
launch. I don't think anybody in the team expected
イ
to
カと
ever
虫がたい。
release a game from home. So we were all sitting in this like
やっ
massive
ぱりイカ
Teams
にし
call
ない
and
か
like
とかもう
sharing
ダジャレばっ
streams
か
with
り
each
が
other and sharing
入り乱れ
videos
て
and
ますけども
comments from players, and
みんな
it
ようひら
was
めくな。
very good. It was
お、メインチャン
fun
ネ
in
ル
a
登録
different
しまし
way.
た。ありがとうございます。
What would you say
イカ
was
の
your
生成が安
favorite
定してほ
thing
しいですね。
from the release?
I think it was
あ、イ
how
カじゃない
people
わ。
came together to
村
play
の
the
先
game.
生やった。
It
ごめ
was
んな
very
さい。
fun to see
見知らせるさ、
parents
ごめんなさい。
like show their children
やっ
dungeon
ぱり
crawlers
カ
and
ニ
children show their parents Minecraft. I don't know, it was very nice to see everyone just sit
投
together
票し
and
ない
play
と
and
怒る
enjoy.
ぞ。
That sounds wonderful.
そうそう、サブチャン
Well,
です。
let's take a
皆
look
さん、
at
チャ
what
ン
the
ネル登録
community has
ど
done
うぞよろ
with
しくお
what's
願い
come
し
out
ま
so
す。
far.
Cannot
Yeah.
actually believe
ダンジョンズや
that
な、
we
これ
like got close to the end and it was like, nope. Well, time to be blown
皆さん、
away
ダ
by
ンジョンズやってます
They absolutely hate it.
私は買ってないんで、や
Oh, yeah,
ったことはないんですけど、
あ、待って待って、結構下手。
初めだけ買ってやってない。
殴りに行っていい？お前、
あ、カズさんや、これ。すげえ。
So the village merchant, a
す
really
ご
cool
い。
merchant, simple, straightforward
すご
items,
い
and
な。こ
definitely a
こ
nice
に出れ
addition
る
to
っ
the
てほ
game,
んま
a
にす
good
ごいよね。
replacement for the wandering trader. Now let's go check in with our
全
friend
世
the
界で
blacksmith
みん
here.
な見
This
て
is
るからね、
definitely
何万人
something
が
that
リ
I'm
アルタイ
looking
ムで。
forward to because this is one of the coolest things that has possibly come to the game.
それくらいのトゲムロと。
Ai, morri. Galera, me ajuda.
Calma aí, vou te ressuscitar.
Sabe o que
Calma aí,
isso
eu vou dar cover aqui. Que isso, Davizinho já tá me ressuscitando.
Oh boy.
さっきだった
Oh
さん
boy.
で
Alright,
見て発
alright.
表
I
し
see what's going on here. I see what's going
た。
on
統
here.
合版をちまちまやってます。
Väldigt bra! Hazmat suit! Hördu! Vänta tills jag har min
58万人見てんのすごいな。
Nu jäklar ska ni få spö.
ダンジョンズ一回も起動してないの。
Stop killing the pandas, you monster! Stop
いや
killing the
だいぶ迷ったんやけどね、こ
We
れ。
have to
買
say,
おうか。
our villagers right there. You are free, villagers.
Find the caravan.
断念しましたね、これ買うの。
Ooh, I got
違
invisibility
うような
potion.
気がしてね。
와, 맵 엄청 많이 생겼네 이번에.
와.
자, 크리프까지 깼고, 늪지, 목장,
うん
협곡, 레드스톤,
と
광산.
外国人の人の反応面白いよね。やっぱ演者ですからね、皆さん。
Boom! You right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I put my Oh, look, look. There's a pig. Kill the pig. Get the pig.
強いて言うなら牛かイカ。もう牛かイカにほんまに決まるんか。なんかそんな気がしてきた
Yeah,
な
it's。so cool to see people have fun with
私
the
はアイ
game.
スロジャー
And
に
it's
言え
fun
る
to
けど。
play and watch.
Yes, I hope so at least.
But this week, you also had another launch.
Oh, this month
Ah,
it's been
投票の
a
ツイート来
crazy
た？
month. Like we haven't stopped doing things. I feel we released first the Creeping Winter together with our new merchants and the new daily trials, which was awesome. I hope everyone loved it. We launched for xCloud, so now people can play on mobile, which is so fun. I really like that. And this week we just launched in China, so now we get to welcome our Chinese friends to the community, and I am super happy about that.
That's really exciting. interesting. Well, now we have a question from the community for you.
という
ことで、私から質問です。
お
マインクラフトダンジョンズをリリースされてから開発者が想定していなかったファンの反応やゲームの仕様などありましたでしょうか。また、マインクラフトダンジョンズの今後について教えてください。今後、どのようなコンテンツがリリースされるのでしょうか。ぜひ教えてください。よろしくお願いします。
そこ見てんねん
Okay,
け
he
ど。
kind of snuck 2 questions into that.
Yes, but they
あ
were
ったあったあり
great
がとうございます。すみま
questions.
せん
Thank you for
今出てきた
sending them.
アイスロジャーに入れ
Regarding
ま
the
す
first question, I think we
え
were
い
very excited
入
to
れま
see
した
how fast
う
people
わ
found the secret mushroom
ホタルイカに
level.
負けてる
Like I was very confused about it as well because we had worked
36.7 と
very hard on
36%。
making it very secretive and having little snippets of things everywhere. But
あ
players are so
ー、花
smart.
牛
They
ダメっ
found
す
it
ね、こ
so
れ。
fast.
花牛は
So
もう
if
あ
you
かん
haven't
な。
played the mushroom
27% や
level,
もん。
go check it out because it's very fun.
僅差やね、
And the
これ。
second
イカが
question?
勝つかもしれんな。
Right.
さっきイ
So
カの人
that's
多かっ
what
た
we
か
are
ら
here to
な。
talk about today. We're gonna talk about our upcoming
Ushi!
DLC that we prepared with our friends at Double
お
Eleven,
い、
and that's
牛
called the
頼むっ
Howling
て感じ。
Deep.
牛
So
も
we're
可愛い
going
け
to
ど
the
ね。
mountains with dungeons as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some live gameplay?
Yeah, let's check it out. We are very lucky today that we have four
確
members
かに
of
可愛いんや
the
けどね。
Dungeons team with us.
おい、
Here's
牛。
Mariana at the Nintendo Switch. Hello. Here's Chris at the
あー、
PC.
高原目当てか。
Here's David at the
なるほ
PlayStation
どな。
4. And at the Xbox One, we have Annika.
すごいタトゥー。
So we get to show you here for the first time cross-play, which we're very excited about. So people can play
あ
together
ー、ダ
from
ンジョンズ
everywhere.
か。
That's exciting.
And yeah, that's our first
牛
look
可愛い
at
けど
the
実用性
mountains
が。
biome coming to dungeons.
そうなんです
Already
よ
I see
ね。
a goat
モ
right
ブっ
there.
て増えれば増える
Yeah,
ほ
we
ど
were
多
so
くな
happy.
るか
We
ら
asked
な。
the Minecraft team if we
買う
could
には
bring
ちょっ
goats
と
to
なーってなる
dungeons,
んだ
and they said
な。
yes. So we get to release them a bit first in dungeons. So we're
例年通り
super
だとまず
excited
1
about
体
that.
消え
They're
る。
equally as mischievous.
あ、
Yes.
今、
So I see a lot of
同じやで今日
wind coming out of these crates.
36.3 対
Wind
36.3 だっ
is
た
a。mechanic
ちょ
that
っ
we're
と上が
gonna
ってきたよ、
explore
ア
a
イスロジャ
lot
ー。
in the mountains missions.
並んだね。
And the players will be
41万票
both
すごいな。
challenged by it and will be able to use it. So the wind will push the
タン
player.
ポポ
So
無
you
限
need
は
to
い
be
ら
a
ん。
bit careful. But at the same
接
time, you'll
戦
be
や
able
ね。
to
ちょっと
use
これ
it to solve
興奮するね。こう
puzzles,
見てるだけで
push
ツイッター。
items, and open doors and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's awesome.
アイスロジャー頑張れ。
Right. So yeah, our
これなん
mountains
て読むんやら
biomes
ね。
are so
アイソロ
tall
ジャー
that the
って
player
いう
will need to
人
find new
と
ways to
アイ
traverse
ス
the
オロ
levels.
ジャーっていう
So
人
that's a
と
mountain
アイスロジャー
and
っていう
there's
人
gonna
と
be full of like this
分か
little
れてると思うねん
contraptions
け
all
ど。
around.
That seems like a really fun new mechanic.
Yes.
アイソロジャー。
Yeah, the goats are all around and you need to be
アイ
careful
ソ
with
がなん
them
か言いやす
because
い
they
なと思ってるけど。
Yes, they're really gonna push you out of the edge if you're not too careful.
So leave the goats alone.
Yes, leave the goats
ア
alone.
イ
That's
ソロジャ
very
ーって言ってる
important. And as you'll see
なる
in
ほど
a
で
bit,
す。
the iceologers that you can find in this mission and in all the mountains missions
Roger.
are very ready for the
Ah.
weather. So they are wearing their little cozy clothes and they're wind
ゴールドロ
resistant,
ジャーは
which
ワンピー
means
スや
that。while the player will be challenged by the wind, the
アイ
iceologers
ソロ
won't.
ジャ
Oh, what are these?
ー。アイスオロジ
These
ャー。
are new mobs called the wind callers, and
ダン
that's
ジョン
a
ズがクロスプレイ
ravager
に対応してい
coming
く。
for the first time
そうなん
to
や。
Minecraft Dungeons. That's another
や
Minecraft
ったことない
mob
から
that
分
we
か
get
ん
to
ねん
welcome.
な。
They're
So-
quite sturdy.
What do the wind callers do?
Right, the wind callers spawn a draft of wind right under the player, and they push the player up, so the player gets fall damage.
Okay.
It's very
継
important
続
to
してや
deal
っ
with
てる
them
人はあ
quick
んまり
or
見
run
かけ
away
ない。
because they're gonna be painful to combat otherwise.
動
They're
画
doing a
を
pretty good job against these
上げ
wind
てた人
callers.
が
Yes,
初めだけで
our adventures are
この後やってないっていうイメージがあって。
Okay,
Ooh.
then you're at 3 Ravagers.
Yeah,
アー
that's
スと
gonna
同
be
じ
an
匂いが
interesting
するよ
one.
ねって私は思ってま
But
す。
so far,
ラベジャーに乗れるアップで
that
来てほしい
all
で
the
す。
consoles are working very neatly together. We're
あ
super happy about that.
36
It's
対
been progressing very nicely, and
36.4
we hope
イカ
everyone
が
can
勝
soon
っておりま
play
す。
together. Oh, that was an
1.4%。
I wanted to
い
say
か
like
に
that's
ちょっ
that's my favorite mob,
と
but you know it
But it
went too
didn't stay
fast.
around too long.
あーイカか
All right, we're leading up to this big Ravager battle.
黄色牛も伸びてるよ
But I
忘れないで
think we can let
僕
our
は27
adventures
点
deal with the Ravagers.
そっか
Not very
こ
well.
れはアイスロジャー一択やろって思ったけど全然違うかったな面白いね
So,
や
with
っぱ
all
り
of this,
い
you
ろんな
also
人がやっ
have
てる
a
ってことやね
new
マインクラフト
game
って
Yeah, the game mode is coming very, very soon, and it's gonna be for all the players for free, and that's called
年齢層もね、
Plus,
男女関
which
係
means
な
that
く
we're making the game just, you know, harder a bit at a time.
遊べるってことやな、これ
Yeah.
ほんま
When
に。
you
それ
call
が
something
現れてるよね。
apocalypse, it sounds very hard.
Yeah, and Apocalypse Plus means that it gets even harder. So hopefully players get to
決選
find
投
new
票したらイカになり
challenges,
そう。
and
そうやね、
we
イカに
found
なりそう
different
やな、
ways
これ。
to tweak the
さっきも
balance
イカ
so
が
the
ちょっと上がっ
challenges
てたから。
different every time.
But Okay, that's a lot of stuff.
これで公言ならんかったらな。バグ報告せなあかんね。なんか光るイカが出てるんですけどって言って。バグで修正しておらなあかん。ボブを消しておらなあかん。
Very working.
Yes.
サブアカ作りまくって牛を。
Look at the video.
Wait, that's my line.
I'm sorry.
いや、アイテムが公言になるかもしれないっていう。それ分かれへんのにイカに投票してるからな、みんな。それがすごいんよね。俺はイカに魅力全然感じなかったね。でも、ここでコメントを聞いてて、もう敵対僕は勘弁してっていう方がいらっしゃるのは、本当にそれは同意しますね。平和にね、サバイバルしたい。平和にサバイバルっていうのはもうおかしいけど、敵が出てこないところでサバイバルっていうのもいいもんね。自由に冒険したりね。平和に牛にしよう。ダンジョンズ面白そう。おー。うわ、ほんまや。アイスロじゃ下がった。35.6 なってるわ。これあかんな、もう。いやよ。新しく追加される敵。全部攻撃力高すぎるくらい高い。
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios is Minecraft Education Edition.
ピグリンブルートなんかもうあれ、やけくそでしょ。強くせんでもええやろっていうぐらい強いよ。
Students and teachers in 115 countries around the world are
61
able
万
to collaborate,
票突
learn,
破。
and share together.
すごいね。
Minecraft has always been a way to connect people.
リアルタイム
And
で
we've
そん
seen
だけ
that
の人
now
が
more than ever with Minecraft
見て
Education
投票
Edition
してるっ
being
ていう。
used in remote
まあ
learning.
今ね、
When you're
ア
in
カウ
the
ント
game, you don't have to feel so
サブ
far
ア
away
カ
from
作る
your
っていう人もおるから。
classmates.
全
From
部じゃない
creating
けど。
graduation ceremonies in Japan, to creating first date orientations for
Education?
American universities, to teachers doing virtual
ああ、
meetups.
マインコン生
We've
で見た
seen
のは今年
students
初
and
めて。おお、いい
teachers
です
using the
ね。
game in incredible
マインコン
ways.
ね、私も
Today, we're launching our
3
first
回目
ever
なんですけど、毎
Minecraft
年こうやってライブ
Education
やってますん
Edition
で、
global challenge for students around the world to
ま
build
た
a
一緒
better
に
world
楽
with
しめたらいい
us.
なと思います。
Over the past few months,
猫は久々
we've
いらっしゃ
seen
い、ゆっくりしていっ
wildlife
て
roam
ね
through。cities while humans stayed inside. Without cruise ships and ferries
同
around,
率1位で手を取
dolphins visited the port of Cagliari in Sardinia, Italy, and wild boar roamed the streets of
なんやこれ
Barcelona.
チャンピオン
But
シッ
what if animals could share space with humans all the time?
プグローバ
Today,
ルビル
we're
ドチ
kicking
ャンピオ
off
ンシ
the
ップ。
first ever Minecraft Education Global Build Championship and asking students around the world to design and build
教育に
healthy
ついて話してい
spaces
る。
for
なる
humans
ほど。
and animals to
マインクラフ
coexist
ト大好き。
together.
ありが
What
と
will you build?
Hey, I'm Ayana. I'm a developer
Education.
on the Minecraft team. If I were to participate in the Global Build
Ayan-
Challenge, I'd build a series
Ayanna.
of underwater tubes so we could transport things
すんごいメガネやな。おしゃれや
Hello
な。
everyone, I'm OMG Chad, and if I were to design a build for the Global Championship,
親で
I
働
would
きた
make
い
a。house with a habitat for my cats on top, and I would call it a habitat.
どうもこんにちは、カーボンです。
カーボン
僕だっ
さん来た
たら日本っぽい建築で勝負したい。
おお。
Hola, nosotros somos los hermanos Leo y si estuviéramos participando
め
en
っ
la
ちゃ
dinámica
早
mundial
口
de
言葉やん
Minecraft,
これ。
construiríamos unas viviendas camufladas con la vegetación del entorno para que los animales no se espanten. ¡Participa!
Design
Participa!
and build your own solution in Minecraft
ああ、いいね、
Education
建
Edition.
築。
For the chance to win mine coins, awesome Minecraft gear, and a video chat with Mojang Studios. The championship opens today.
時間ないんやろうな。もう時
You
の
can
流れの
register
話
today
やん、
and
これ
download
も
the championship world template. We can't wait to see your amazing ideas,
時間の
and
流れが
Jens and I
早いと
can't
しか
wait
考
to see
え
the
られ
winner
ない
on video chat. We get the awesome prize of chatting with you no matter who wins. For those of you who don't have Education Edition, we have something for you too. Our education team has already added amazing free lessons to Minecraft Marketplace. We've also been working with some
今年私
amazing
も出れますね。
educators on a new series
出たい。
about diversity and inclusion
マイ
coming
クラ
this
止まっ
fall.
てる。バレ
Hi,
た。
Minecraft Live. I'm Kenneth Shelton, and along with my fellow educators, Felicia
Educator.
Ford and Natasha Rochelle, we've been building a series of
ちょっと
Minecraft
マイクラし
lessons
とこうか。
that
バンにな
will
ったら
help
嫌やもん
people
な、
explore
YouTube。
topics of social justice,
マイクラやっ
equity,
てます？
identity, and
ミラー
tolerance.
配信では
The
ござい
first
ま
of
せ
these
ん。
lessons is called Good Trouble,
手話
and it's based on the life
ホリホ
and
リしてますよ。
philosophy of Congressman and civil rights activist
ミラー
John
が主では
Lewis.
ないことを
The
ね、ここで。
additional lessons
あー、
continue
ここわ
teaching
かんな
about social justice from across the world and through time, from Black Lives Matter to Malala's quest in Pakistan to achieve equal education for girls, to the civil rights movement of 1960s America, to the women's suffragette movement, and more. We can't wait to share these important lessons with the Minecraft
マイク
community.
やってる場合ちゃう俺。
I'm looking forward to playing through the Good Trouble lessons myself.
ど
Together
っち
with the
向いてるかも
Minecraft
分からへん。
community, we commemorated
ちょっともう
Juneteenth
帰る
with
わ。
contributions to the Black
こんなとこ
Lives
で死んだ
Matter
ら嫌やし。
Global Network Foundation, Equal Justice Initiative, and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. We're proud to continue supporting organizations that fight for equity and equality in the world by making an additional donation today to the NAACP Legal
か
Defense
けら取り
Fund.
に来たのに
This brings our
何にもしてないとい
2020
う。
contributions to over $2 million. Beyond this, we continue to look within our company,
で、
our
ここどこ
products,
なん？
and ourselves
あ、
for
こ
how
っ
we
ち
can
や。
help create a more inclusive
え
world.
ちょっと待って待って。やっば、迷子や。
Now it's time for a brand new segment of our
いや、
show.
もういつ
You
も
may
迷
have
子なんねん、
missed
こ
our
こ。
next guest during the Minecraft update segment, but not to worry. You're about to get some dedicated time with the one and only Jeb. Hello.
ちょっと待って、ここどこなん？
It was very different not having you in the
あ、こ
Minecraft
の人じゃ
update
ん、羊
section.
の人。
Yes, yes, it's
あー、この
it's
人や
a
ん。
bit different this year since we always
ジェブ。
want the ones that are actually working on the features of the games to be the ones to get to talk about them because we feel that it gets more genuine in that way.
So what are you working on then?
Yeah, that's a good question. No,
That's good
I work.
question.
Of course, I still spend a lot of time with
もちろんです。
Vanilla and Agnes and the team, but I now work with all our projects, all our games, and like the board games, and try to support our developers and designers to capture the Minecraft feeling and make them fit together. But honestly, everyone's so talented, so it's actually quite an easy job.
この方がジェブ様なんか。 初めて知っ
help everyone, both in
た。なん
Stockholm
か
and
ボードゲーム
Redmond.
みたいなの持ってきてない？
I
ジェブさん。
wrote a book.
なになにこれ？
Minecraft game
クリーパーの絵
design
本。
book.
Are you trying to sell that to everyone in the audience?
欲しいよ、こん
No,
なん。
this is only for Mojang Studios employees. It contains a lot of
めっちゃ
secrets.
大事そうに持ってるし。
But it was helpful when the team grew to kind of explain my thoughts and ideas about Minecraft. And for Vanilla particular, there are some guiding principles that are going to help us continue updating the game for many years to come.
ヘルペス？
But you did decide to share
Jeb
some
help us.
today, so people can kind of see what's in the Jeb game design book.
Absolutely.
センターは
So one of these guiding principles
センター分けのセンター分けで
maybe
も
sounds
もう
obvious,
そのセンターの
but that
線
is,
がすんごい
it's
太い
always
やん。
one block at a time.
もう なくなってもうてるやん、重力で。
You move one block, you pull one lever, and you
毛がさ、
trigger
毛
one
根がもう
TNT, and
真
of
ん
course that
中
causes
な
a
く
big
なってもうて
explosion.
ねん。
But at the core, the interaction is
逆もいい
always
か。
one block at a time. And it's not only important for the way you play the game, but it's also if you're playing together with someone, let's say you're building a house or something, then I will be able to observe what you're doing and quickly understand
これうるさいかな？
where you're going, and then I can help you, and every block counts. If you would just copy paste or make templates and such, then it would be a little bit harder to collaborate. And also Minecraft is a lot about the journey to create your massive castle or whatever. But so it's important to retain that feeling.
ひどすぎる。
And you have another principle, but it applies pretty directly to a community question that we have.
你会加入更多天气或者自然灾害到我的世界中吗？
トングザイ。
暴风雪或者是大雾天气。
なんやねん。めっちゃ怒られたみたいな感じやわ。
玩家大家好，感谢你的提问。
Wow, yes.
Yes. the Chinese community inspired me to try to take on a new language, but I have a long way to go, honestly. But about the question, if we're going to add things like natural disasters, that kind of contradicts one of our other guiding principles that bad things happen, but they're technically the player's fault.
Okay, they're the player's fault.
Yes, in the sense that it was either caused by a player, like a griefer or summoning in the wither, or a player was nearby, such as when a creeper explodes. So whenever something bad happens, we want to make sure that the players are either actively taking part of that or have a way to prevent it from happening. And an earthquake or a tornado would obviously destroy something that you've spent hours building.
But there's definitely a few I can think of that maybe fall outside of this principle.
There are still a few cases like Endermen can grab a block and maybe wreck up some redstone.
やっぱでもリアルタイムに見てたらそうよね。後から今見始めた人はもう投票があったこと分からへんから。
The worst thing is of course lightning strikes that can set your whole house on fire. But I'm hoping that Agnes and the team may have a plan for that.
ツイート見た人は分かるか。
So what's the last feature you were active in developing?
Yes, the last feature I did was the netherite feature. I thought that was a very important part of the nether update that I wanted to help where I can. But I don't want to, since I'm working with so many different projects now, I don't want to do something halfways and then kind of leave it to the team to fix my bugs. So I try to be a little bit hands-off. But recently I've of course also been working a little bit on making combat test snapshots.
That leads us to another community question.
Hey, I'm Dan TDM, and I would love to know what kind of combat mechanic changes are being made to Minecraft Java Edition.
Yes, that's an excellent question. We currently have a problem that on the two different editions of the game, there are different combat mechanics or systems. And that's bad both for us as designers that have to take both systems into account, but also bad for the community that wants to have the same experience. So the main objective is to reach parity. But I still want to make sure that we make a system that kind of fits with the building and that doesn't distract too much from building, but still gives us this depth that allows us to design interesting behaviors. Also, I want to make sure that it works both good in both player versus environment, means adventuring, and players versus player, and I want to make sure that it feels good playing both with mouse and keyboard, and when you're on a controller, you don't get tired by frequently pressing the trigger, and we also want to improve touch, like the touch experience. So it's a lot to do.
But you said you weren't working on feature development. But
yeah,
you are working on.
Yes, of course it's a little bit hard to keep your hand out of the feature cookie jar.
それはもうみんな一緒やから。あ、これ何これ？何これ？
But
これジェブ？
in this case, I also felt that this was an area where I could help the team, so they could focus on doing the content updates. But at some point in the future, I will, of course, dump this on the team.
Okay, so exactly what you said. You don't want to do.
And they will have to carry it over the finish line. Yes.
Nice. Now, speaking of combat, we just had a really cool announcement about Alex and Steve coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Yes, and that is so amazing. And just like I said, like my job gets easier because everyone's so talented. And just in this case, Sakurai-san and his team they really understand Minecraft and have made an absolutely amazing Super Smash Brothers fighter.
And Sakurai has also made a really amazing video for all of us in the community.
マジかよ。
マインクラフトライブをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。大乱闘スマッシュブラザーズディレクター、空の桜井正宏です。 スマブラにマインクラフトのダウンロードコンテンツが導入されます。スティーブやアレックスが参戦することが決定し、マインクラフトライブ前に特別放送をお届けしたのですが、見ていただけたでしょうか。もしまだの方はぜひご覧ください。スマブラであることを忘れるぐらい、マインクラフトのスピンオフとしても相当にすごい踏み込んだ表現を行っています。発売までもう少しだけお時間いただきます。スティーブがマリオと戦う、アレックスがピカチュウと戦う、ゾンビやエンダーマンをアクションゲームで操作できる。リンクやカービィやソニックやロックマンやクラウドやリュウなど有名キャラクターとの共演が楽しめます。
ハードレールありますよ。
そして私もマインクラフトファンの一人です。マインクラフトライブでの発表を楽しみにしています。それでは。
That was a really big secret to keep.
Yes, and it was a really hard secret to keep even in the studio because it was super secret. But it has been so much fun to work on.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the community reaction.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears here.
ピストンボーンって出してるのよ。すごい興奮した。俺ピストン好きなんで。
Which is the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft.
通常のピストンと必殺技のピストン、巨大ピストンがあって。
I suppose the quote has kind of gotten a life of its own.
It definitely has.
Yes, I think Minecraft unleashes people's creativity and helps them collaborate, but also teaches them things like geometry, languages, and math. So yes, I do think that the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. But I know that you also are very engaged in building a better world.
You're interviewing me now, Jens. Thanks. I mean, I think it's. I feel so privileged to work on Minecraft because of all the amazing things that people do with it, from Education Edition, and something I'm extremely passionate about is Block by Block, which is our partnership with UN Habitat, and it's really helping people reimagine their public space and then have it built.
の一員で、ここに援助してくれているパトレオンの方と話しています。限定で一緒のボイスに入ってるって感じです。ライブ中に。リアさんって方ですね。
Well, before the area felt very cold and unsafe. Basically, it was just an abandoned place.
Block by Block is a program created by Mojang and UN Habitat where we use Minecraft to help community members redesign their neighborhoods. Kosovo has been impacted by years of conflict, and in those situations we often see communities divided and public spaces neglected.
It was a really cool project because even the little kids like me could help out with make the city a better place.
They got to use Minecraft to sketch and try different solutions about how the space could be improved.
It was very fun because you felt like to be able to help the city while just playing.
After that, the ideas were presented to local architects and city planners, and later that year, construction started.
昔のマイクラが懐かしい。レール追加で喜んだのが懐かしい。皆さん、お子さんの方なんですね。私はね、1.12 からしかやったことないんで、PC 版。コンソール版はもうちょっと前からやったけど、今のアイテムほとんどあったからね、やり始めた時には。
So seeing my own idea as a kid, changing a whole area in my city, it was very special to me. It's unbelievable that we were able to make reality what was once only an idea.
家の玄関に設置してます。めっちゃおもろいね。癒してる癒してる。会釈せなあかんやん。毎回通るたびに。急に青春ドラマ始まった。
So this is a perfect example. The community was asked, the community decided, the community designed, and the community is using it.
I'm probably going to be like really happy and be like, hey friends, I made this. I walk here almost every day, and every time I see it and I see a lot of people spending time here, it's a very gratifying feeling. I just hope it will become real.
紙アップデートってホッパーやったんじゃないの？どうなのね。私はリアルタイムでこのバージョンアップを出てきてないんでわかんないんですけど、ホッパーこれアイテム運べるでみたいな。
felt like I was
ロ
being
ボット協
heard.
会
And
な。
being heard and listened to is
あ、
one
そ
of
れ
the
で
best
ロボット
feelings
機
in
械さん
computing.
なんですね。
I actually was
扉の上
able
に
to go to Kosovo at the start of that project, and it's just
国柄が。
amazing to see the transformation using Minecraft.
ああ、統合版で5年前ぐらいに始めた。ストーンカッターが使えた。ああ、
Jens,
ス
you
トーンカッ
must
タ
have
ーね。
seen
はい
a
は
lot of amazing things because you're about to
い。あれ
hit
なん
your
なんやろって思って
10-year
たわ。
anniversary at Mojang
いいにしかない
Studios
やつ。
in like 2 or 3 months.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, it has been an amazing journey these 10 years, and I have had so much
2009年っ
fun
ても
working
う
on
発売っ
Minecraft.
ていうか、
But of
ベー
course,
タとか
I'm also
そういう
a
時じゃない。
Minecraft player, and we're all like, with the community. And in the end, it's really the players and the community that gives
これで
everything
騙
its
していこうって思ってん
Yeah,
だ。
absolutely.
動いてる感じ
And
で。
from myself as part of the community, I just want to say, like, thank you for the 10 years and all that you've done for Minecraft. It's made a huge difference in my life, and I think
ビータ
many
でオブ
people
ザーバーと
watching
か
right
が
now.
追加される前からやった。ああ、なるほど。
Thank you so much, Jens. Last year at Live, we announced the Nether update. Maybe since then, you've been wondering about what it would be like to attend a Nether
分け
ballet.
目が気になっ
Want
て
to
気に
know
なって。
more? Our friends at Element Animation will dance us through all the new Nether features.
神アップでは水のアップデートとネザーアップデートですね。
水とネザーそっか。水とネザーは私も体験しましたけど。なんピグリンめっちゃ可愛いねんけど。それは私の動画がね、広告入らないわけですよ。これを剣でね、殺したわけですから、私は。あー、可愛い。ディズニーっぽくなってんねんけど、これ。根に持ってますよ、そりゃ。だって、再生回数めちゃめちゃ伸びてんのにさ、あれ広告つけへんのみたいな。僕そんな悪いことしてないですけど。なんだこれめっちゃ楽しそう。いいね。ネザーアップデートのミュージカル。うわぁ。かわいい。めっちゃ可愛かった今の。
The results of the first round of voting are in. The round which determined which mob's dreams would be dashed, with no hope of making it into the final round. And it was intense. But
フグ
sadly,
リン立つやつね。なん
let's
か
all say a
あ
fond
ったよ
farewell
ね。
to the
ほんま
poor
か
Moo
そうか
Bloom.
みたいな。
Then forget
あ、捨てられ
it ever
た。
existed, because it's time to vote again. We are now down to the
蜂蜜
Isolager
の
and
牛
the
捨てられ
Glow
た。
Squid.
シ
And
ュ
in
ッ
the
捨てられ
first
た。
round, they were quite close. I'm quite interested to see where the voters of the Moo Bloom will go. If you miss the first round
ひ
of
どい
voting,
な。
make sure you get in
2
on
回
this
戦。
one. It determines which one of these two makes it
え、
into Minecraft.
これもう一回投票
I
で
know
きん
who I'll
の
be voting for. The final voting poll is live now. This is your chance to have a say in what goes into Minecraft. So don't leave yourself out. Log into Twitter and go vote.
もう一回できんのあ、池田さんいらっしゃい。うしーってことでね。
Hello, I'm Quinn, head of the Marketplace Partner Program, and I'm joined by two of my favorite people. How about you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Fanny. I'm a developer on the Creator Assistance team. And what we do is create tools for our creator community. And some of them are very visible and we're going to talk about them later. Some others are more behind the scenes and that help our creators make content that is more efficient and reliable, like the scheduled command that is coming out.
Yep. I'm Jason. I'm a developer in the engine team, and we've been responsible for a lot of the modding type capabilities that have come to Bedrock over the last couple of years.
That's super cool. So your teams help make creator tools for all of our incredible marketplace partners all around the world to help make content for you.
早く寝ててよかったわ。全く眠気ない。ニュージーランド。音が右からしか出てないで、このおっさん。ミスってるで。
I run a small studio based in California.
これ出たいわ。毎度お気にアンディですって言って。
I've been making tutorials for the last 7 years to teach others how to make their own Minecraft skins.
ジャパンって言ってね。絶対出られんな。
Magandang umaga, Minecraft Live. My name is Mark from Kubo Studios, and we are 15 working here in the Philippines.
日本経営のすると見せかけてあ、ピストンも到着あれだ。
Hi, I'm Tian from Everboon Games, and we are 38 people working
テストしてい
here
ま
in
す。
England.
耐久テスト。ロボスさんが作ってくれたやつね。なんか止まるとか言われてるけど、止まらんっていうところを証明せなかった。
Hi, Minecraft Live. This is Litematica, and we hope you like our stuff on the marketplace.
どうもどうもー。よしみちゃんいらっしゃい。ちょっとね、ボリュームが小さくなってて申し訳ない。
Hey everyone, I cannot believe I'm part of Minecraft Live this year. My name is Yasser, aka StarkTMA from MC Texels, and we are super excited
どう
about
ぞ
the
どうぞい
new
らっしゃ
updates.
い。耐久テスト、かっこ時間稼ぎ。
Oi, Minecraft Live. Eu sou Gabriel, diretor da Irene Studios, e a gente tem cerca de 5 participantes na nossa equipe. Somos todos brasileiros.
誰かのボートの後ろ乗ればいい。
I'm Vicky,
誰もおらんからな、今、こ
from
のワール
NoPixel
ド。
Studios, and I get to spend my days making content and
投票
working
来
with
た
awesome people.
ゆかさん、ありがとうございます。投票来たって。まあ、もう結果見えてるけどね。みんなどっち入れんの？みんなに聞くわ、まず。もうそれで結果わかると思う。はい、折り紙の王さん、チャンネル登録ありがとうございます。氷おじさんに皆さん投票しましょう。
And the best part is all these features can be used by all creators. So what do you have to show us today?
Yeah, so for the last couple of years, we've been doing a lot of work with the entities in the game. So this time, we've doubled down and gotten it so that we focused on items and blocks. So as part of that, I made a custom crop to kind of show off a lot of the capabilities. So over the
今
summer,
100% なってんで、
everyone
私の
at
1票だけやわ。
Mojang Studios was
私の画面
given
で。
tomato seeds to try and grow a tomato plant at home. So I thought that was kind of the perfect inspiration to go make a crop.
ほらもう1回 53% や、もう
place
語
the
れ。
seeds, use the crops. See, they're kind of growing. We got a couple of them getting to the flower stage.
やっぱりな。
Got a few now.
あ、なにこれ、なにこれ。
Go pick.
これ何、
So in
リ
this
ンゴ？
case, I've made them work like the
トマトや。
sweet berry bush where you can just right click on them.
なにこれ、なにこれ。
I think tomatoes taste disgusting, so I thought it was better to
Tomato.
make them something you can throw. So Conan and I had some fun. We were throwing them around. It's harmless or
totally harmless.
Yeah.
You knocked me into the lava.
It was mostly by accident. But tomatoes will actually rot on the vine as well.
これなんかモッドかなんかでしょ、これ。
If they rot for too long, you get a little rotten tomato monster that can spawn from it. So I'm gonna fight him off here.
トマト祭りができるの？
But yeah, he throws rotten tomatoes. They don't fly as far as a regular tomato, but they knock you back a lot more.
スペインのトマト祭り。ああ、
Kind of based off all this stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea.
間違えてイカに入れたらあかん。間違えたらあかん。自分のちゃんと入れたようにちゃんと入れて。
So with all of these new custom crops, you know, creators can go and make some really cool kind of like farming style maps.
Oh, definitely. So like, I think crops are a great example of showing off how they all can kind of come together because you get the items that you can get there. Normally you would eat the item, but, or you can make projectiles. But they also have the ability to get events that are fired from things like a tick event. So as that event is fired, you can make the block run through multiple stages of growth, and eventually get to the point where like you can choose like what loot spawns at various stages of growth and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool how you could like interact with them like a normal berry bush, but then you know get the tomato out.
Yeah, it's just another interactive event that you can key into.
Yeah, and then there's a tomato monster there at the end too.
Yeah, I call him Tomo.
Little Tomo, it's so cute. It's not even scary, but yeah, it's an example of what you can do with them combining events and commands. That's one of the features that our creators have requested for so long. Just having commands to be able to run them when something happens. So now instead of also in addition to doing it with actors, you can also do it with blocks and items. In this case, as the flower is rotting, you can disappear that crop and also summon a tomato monster, a tomo monster.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool because like I can totally see creators like using all of those combinations of features to make some like really cool like adventures maps.
Yeah. Like, for example, the little adventure that we can show you where we were going to the desert and then we found this mysterious golden skull and also an equally mysterious pedestal in the middle of the desert. So we decided to place our golden skull over there and see what happened. Yes, we have a mountain that is hollow. And as the brave warriors that we are, we went exploring, and obviously we found some creepy monsters inside. Luckily, we have our trusty custom sword to fight them off. I'm not sure if we even survived that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
No, not at all.
But that pedestal, I know that's one of the most requested features, block models.
Yeah, so I've been super excited that we finally be able to get block models in. It's something we've been wanting to do for years, and we were finally able to work on them and get them in. So we got it working with using the same formats that we've been using for the entities, so the same tools that people have been using to build custom mobs, they can use to build the blocks with.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't even have to like learn a new skill. You can just continue
to... almost identical.
That's awesome. And then I noticed on the hotbar with the golden skull, there was like a little red triangle. What was that?
Yes, it's a new feature that we're calling item lock. I don't know if you found yourself sometimes just going through some content and you have this special item and then you die and you lose it, or maybe you drop it accidentally. Now we've made it so that creators can actually lock something on your inventory so that when you die, you rescue, it won't go away. That way you don't like lose your mysterious golden skull to unlock the next stage.
I was going to say that makes it super easy because I've definitely been in an adventure map and I lost the key on accident, and then I had to go and try and fix that.
Yes.
And then when you place the skull, there was a lot going on in the background.
Like there's three features to talk about right there. The first one is like we wanted to give more power to creators with cameras. And this one is just a small one where we just shake the screen. I don't know if you noticed that one. And then you can help players convey something like there's an earthquake going on, or maybe something is going to about to fall over you. So you can do that with this new tool.
Or dinosaurs.
Or dinosaurs.
Get a dinosaur steps.
Yes. The second one that we noticed there is structures. You can now place them using commands, whereas before you had to be using a structure block, which is more complicated and time-consuming. Now you can do it much more easily. And as part of those commands, you can now animate the structure placement. For those that know this, like the mountain was opening, and that was just a structure animating. We provide a couple of effects. One is just like a 3D printing animation, and the other one is layer by layer. And yeah, you can combine them to just achieve very cool effects.
Yeah, I can see like creators, using those to add just another level of polish to their world.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then I recognize the scorpions.
Yeah, well, the desert theme, it felt appropriate to bring them back. They've always been one of my personal favorite custom mobs that I've ever built.
Yeah, but after watching that video for so long, I ended up having a nightmare about having to rescue my mom from some like aliens riding a scorpion. It was creepy.
I'm sorry, that was not the intention.
Yeah. Well, speaking of aliens, I know our team put together a really cool sci-fi parkour map that, well, they made you run through, Jason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew this when they asked me to run through it, but I'm pretty awful at parkour. So it took a few tries to get a clean run through. But at the beginning here, it's a pretty typical sort of parkour map of running and jumping, but we definitely have some twists up ahead. And here's kind of the first one of, even I know I can't make that jump. So let's see what's in the chest. And we got a Sliminator. So I'm pretty sure you know what to do here. So now, hopefully, I will jump and be able to clear this gap. And please, yes. So get teleported to the next section, kind of make it along, and see what next obstacle we have. So now I know the chests have useful things in them. So we got a Blockinator. And we'll throw that across and get a little platform. Now I can make this jump. Even I can make that jump. And we got the hot dog and cyber dog and float up, but it poisoned me, so I needed to use the antidote to rescue me there. Make across and get through here. Now we got a wall in the way, so let's see what tool we have to get through the wall.
気がついたらバグやからね。
Insta presto.
バグっていつ出るかわからんから、怖いよね。
Keep going
イベン
along.
トが満タンになる。
And this should be our last obstacle here. But I can see the teleport pad, but I can't
こういう
quite get
モッド
to
系
it.
の
But
ワール
that
ドってほ
shaft
ん
up
まに遊ん
above
だ
looks
ことない
promising,
わ。
along with the ladder. So let's go up, see what we get here. Fall down. And block breaks.
ワイヤレスのブロックすごかったね、信号を出すやつ。あれ見たいわ、もうちょっと。どういうことあれ
Wow, that's super
86
cool.
times.
I love
That's
just
pretty
the
good.
aesthetic of that too as well, like all the art and things. So those teleport blocks, those seem like a really cool way to add like another level of immersion to the worlds you're creating.
Yeah, with data-driven items and blocks, we get so many new events that you can act on. Like, for example, in the case of the teleporters, you can step on it and then an event will trigger and you can react in so many ways. You can add particles, or in this case, for example, you run a series of commands that just teleport you to the next
そうそう、
area.
ちょっと不気味やった
That's
ね。
awesome.
なん
And I
か
love the Slaminator, the Blockinator, and the Magic Wand. I've never seen items do that before.
Yeah, so that's another example of how combining the same tools you can achieve so many different effects. For example, the Sliminator was just using the event and the fail command, right, to replace the blocks at the bottom with the slimes. Then the next one, we have the wand, and that one is just replacing blocks with air. And then we also have the Blockinator, which allowed you to walk by placing some blocks, replacing air with blocks. So just by combining events and the same command in different ways, you achieve so many cool effects.
Yeah, so just small little simple things you can combine in lots of different ways and get a wide variety of results.
And even that Blockinator allowed you to make that jump.
Yes.
And then I also saw that there was, messing with mob effects too as well.
Yeah, so we've had an example of custom food in there. But in addition to just satisfying hunger like
あれ追加されたら、拠点の地下2階にいっぱい植えとく。やめようやめよう、セリさん、それは。
levitation, nausea,
あんなん不気味で仕方ないで。
and then we had the antidote that would actually only remove 2 of them. So unlike a bucket of milk that removes all mob effects, you can make things that remove very specific things.
あれ動いてんねん
Yeah,
な。
and it seemed like you got, after you use that, or after
仕
you
分けそうで
used
す。潰れるで、
the
ワイヤレ
magic
スで。
wand to get to that wall, it seemed like you were stuck, but there was something else that was going on there.
エンドのア
Oh
ッ
yeah,
プデ
so
が
there
来
was
る
the block that
いや、
was
そ
in
ん
my
な
way.
話はなかった
So we
よ
made
ね
it。so that another one of these events similar
こ
to
の
the
人、
on
サッカー
step
選
on,
手に
you
似て
also
る
have it
な。
on fall on.
ヘッドバッ
So
トして
in
退場
this
になっ
case,
た
it
人
was just
誰
an
だったっ
on
け
fall on, and you can set what distance you want the event to trigger. So you have to fall at least 10 blocks or something like that. And when you land on it, we then break the block.
ジダン
Similar
や
to
やら
like
れ
the
た。
tomato plant and
長い
other
も
things
さ
that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
ジダン
And it seemed
や
like it took you quite a few
ジダン
tries
や
to make it through, but Danny was
も
able
う
to do it
弟
first
かなんか
try.
やろ。
Yes, unlike others, 86 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one new feature that we have is that on raw text, you'll be able to show the names of the players that are of interest at that moment, and also show scores. Like in this case, we were tracking how many times Mayor was dying.
Yeah. Well,
待って、
thank you
4時
both
まであんの
for
これ。
coming on to the stage and talking a little bit about these creator
嘘やん。
tools and new features that are coming out. And with
4
these
時
new
までやっ
features,
てんの
there's
こ
going
れ
to。be a pretty amazing new thing coming out later this year for all Minecraft players.
しかももうアップデの情報なしで4時までダラダラ行くの？それめっちゃ辛いねんけど、プラグインとか紹介されても辛いな。4時まで寝る。ちょっと待って、これは辛いぞ。これアップデ要素じゃないもんな。全然ワクワクせんよね。もう4時まできついきついって全員言うてるやん。いや、俺もきついわ。4時は聞いてない聞いてない。
If you thought the first set of features for the caves were awesome, it's time for even more awesomeness. Agnes and Nir from the Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is coming to the Caves and the Cliffs update. Hello, welcome.
Hey.
How does it
き
feel?
ついでしょ、これで4時までは。
So amazing. It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
これで4時までやったら。
It's great, and we have, looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
we have some more tweets.
We have more tweets.
Yes.
Wireless redstone.
投票はもういかに決まったしな。
There will be so many cool things you can
ほ
build
らもう
with that.
みん
And
な
the
が
warden.
口揃えて寝たいとかも
It's amazing to see
ね
all the excitement.
耐えられへんとか言ってるやん。
Nir, you recently joined the Mojang Studios team.
Yes, I joined this year. But honestly, I'm not completely sure
いや、
how that
終わ
happened.
ろうか。
And not
切り
just
のいいところで。
joining Mojang. I'm not really
4
sure
時ま
how
でとは
I'm
思えんかった
here
わ。
in Minecraft Live because like just last year I was home, glued to the stream. Just I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft, and today it's not only that I get to share that, it's I got to work on some of those things, so it's fairly incredible. But yeah, I've been developing games for a few years now, and more recently I've actually worked with this non-profit organization
最後ま
called
で見
Games
ようっ
for
てたま
Peace,
ちゃんほんま
which is an amazing organization which basically
今から
uses
マサ
games
トさん
to
アップ
promote
デ情報その2あんの
Like he
あ
takes
あ
kids
それやっ
from
たら続
areas
け
of
るわ
conflict all around the
もう
world
ないと思ったか
and
らさ
sits
ちょ
them
っと大
down
き
to
くす
play
るわ
Minecraft. And sometimes it's kids that don't even share a language, so they can't talk. So Minecraft is the language they share. Minecraft is what helps them connect and get to know each other and creates
ああ、洞窟
friendships.
アップデートの
Right?
続き。あ、いいね、いいね、いいね。
It was
いや、
amazing
そうじゃ
being
ない
part
と、
of that.
私もちょっ
It's
と
so cool.
ね、
I mean,
眠たくなって
sometimes
き
I
ます
feel
よ
like,。oh, I know
こ
all
ん
the
なモッ
amazing
ドみ
things
たい
that
な
are
ずっと見せら
happening
れ
with
たら、
Minecraft, and then you described that to Agnes
これ
and
見
I,
て
and
寝
we
よ
both were like,
う。そうやね。
we've never heard that, and it's so cool.
It's so
It's
beautiful.
眠たい人はね、
absolutely
も
beautiful. So in this
う無理しない
update,
で寝てくだ
you've
さい
been
よ。
really looking at like filling out the caves even more.
Yes, so there are even
は
more
い、パモ
things
さん
to
いらっしゃ
show.
い。
And in the things we showed so far, it's a lot about like improving the
手前に置い
journey
てある
underground.
茶
But
色
of
の物
course,
体
we
せんべい
also
みたいで
want
美味
to
し
add
そう。
like new things to find, like new resources. And one of them are
いや、この
crystals.
シスさんがいいよね。あ、来た来た来た来た来たよみんな。あ、うん、クリスタルや。うわやっばー。これはやばい。これは新しい鉱石系やな。武器とか。
They're so
小出しや
beautiful.
な。
It's the moment you turn the corner and you see that glowing thing. That's so.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
incredible.
The atmosphere in the crystal geode, it's like
ア
mystical.
メジストか。
Um,
はいはいはい。
Yeah, they're so pretty. And we were thinking a lot about like what is the purpose for crystals in Minecraft?
寝
And
ます。
one thing is like
はい、
they
おつで
should
す。あり
have
が
a
とうござい
use,
ま
and we will talk more about one of the
した。メナ
uses
ルドの
soon.
二の前。
The other thing is a lot about just adding a lot to the experience of exploring. And we want them to
赤
be
色
quite
せえへん
rare.
絶
So
対
when
バ
you
ンなる
find
っ
them,
て。
it's really gonna be
全
like
然マイクラ関係ないこと
because they're just beautiful. And you know, when you walk on
そう
the
ツールが
crystals,
作
you
れ
hear
る
the
系の
sounds.
なんか鉱
Yeah,
石や
it's
ったら面
just
白い
we
なと思っ
talked
たけど
before
違
about
う
the
かな。
pillar of underground of Marvel. And I feel they're just the perfect feature for
うまい
that
棒
sort of
だな。
thing, right?
But you can't just take them with you.
Right, so you can break the crystal plant we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think about spawners, right? You cannot just take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create tunnels between them and find out ways of transferring those items from place to place. And I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
As an explorer myself, I'm very excited about finding
グロ
all
ー
of
って言っ
these.
たな。使
And
ん
you
のかな
mentioned a usefulness to them.
Yeah.
Yes. So
yeah.
from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
テレスコープ望遠鏡うわそのクリスタルで望遠鏡が作れんねや。わあマジか。これはまあいいね。あんまり使いそうにないけどちょっと
That is amazing.
It is. It's such a useful item.
なる
Super
ほど
cool.
な。
And the cool thing is that,
あの
so
クリス
yes,
タル
you
を
use
拾
the
っ
crystal
て
shards to craft them, but you
望遠
also
鏡を
need
作る。
something more, and that's also a new thing that we added.
これはちょっと文句あるなんで文句あるのえ、なになにクッパーなにこれあ、これこそほんまの新しい鉱石ブロックや。どうなにこれなにこれ新ブロック来てる。うわーってこれマインコンやったらうわーって会場が盛り上がるとこやで。ねえ。
And you saw the copper ore in the video. And
やっぱ会場欲しいな。
copper ore is that it generates in a different way. So normal ores often generate like an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are mining and you see copper ore. So like, okay, I'm gonna mine the copper, and then you see some stone. It's like,
回路できたらやばいな。基盤作れるとか。
to mine, and then you find another copper ore, and you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft. And like they really add so much to mining. It gets so interesting because it's kind of like following a trace when you mine, and they tie so well to the pillar we have about adding strategy to mining.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you've personally wanted copper in the game since you start, maybe before you started?
Yeah,
you mentioned
well, maybe a few times. But yes, so I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm, and they are all green because we have so many like old buildings here. And we've actually added that mechanic to Minecraft as well. So, you know, if you place a copper block, it will first be orange, but after a while, a pretty long time, it will turn green. And it's something, I think it's so cool because it's actually adds history to Minecraft. Because, for example, if you have a really old Minecraft world, then you can see on like a house, and like, oh, the roof turned all green, and then you know that that house has been there for a really long time.
銅が錆びて抑制になる。あ、そうなんですか、マサフトさん。おー、建材ね、とりあえずね。あ、ほんまや、青なってる。これはやばいな。これ革命やね。和風建築がもう、
Copper will only be used for the telescope. You actually have another really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
Yeah. So Jens talked a bit before about these design principles that we have in Minecraft, and one of them is that if something bad happens, the player either caused it or it has a way to sort of avoid it. And one of those exceptions, for example, is lightning striking. Now, some people like to build wooden roofs in Minecraft. Some even build wall.
磨かなあかんやん、錆びてきたら。銅で使いたい人はそのまま。
Like the grandest castle.
ゲームルールで錆びるとか設定できるようになる。
Roof fully built of wool.
ホルスに。
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
投票終了、紫さんありがとうございます。52.7%。
So to try to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
錆止め。投稿力。和風建築に革命ですね、本当に。これはライトニングロッド。それで雷落ちるん？うわー、平井深夜マジで
That is very useful for all the wool roofs out there.
Yeah, I think this is a problem that happened to a lot of our players. Even personally, I had this peaceful game that I played with my partner, and it wasn't peaceful. And we went out and we were like looking at animals, collecting a few animals to our base. We came back and a house was gone. And I was quite confused because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about Minecraft, and there are no creepers, there are no endermen. So what happened? We figured that probably a lightning strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite traumatized because we were not prepared for this. So I think this lightning rod is really going to help with that.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna place like lightning rods everywhere on my roof. It will be perfect.
Now you've introduced a lot of things already, and players already have a lot of trouble with their inventory and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
Yes. So as you know, we keep adding new blocks and new items all the time, and that do create a bit of an inventory problem. And we're aware of that, and we have actually been thinking quite a lot how we can solve it, because we want to have like good gameplay solutions. We want it to be balanced, and we actually have an item in this update that will be really helpful, and it's the bundles.
何持ってる？バンドレス。何これ？ 袋なにこれはい、シルカーボックスのちょっとちっちゃい布袋や。これはいいな。あ、これモッドであんの
Bundles.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's such an elegant solution as well, and I love it. I think we spend a lot of time talking about the inventory problem, and I think one of the biggest takeaways there was that this is not actually one problem. It's constructed from a lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem. Getting a lot of blocks for your huge build somewhere, that's like something the shulkers help with. But I think there is a third sub-problem where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of junk. Like this lot just has 2 flowers. This lot has just 1 seed, right? And I think the bundles are really going to help with that problem.
Yes. So the thing with bundle is that you can place many different kinds of items in one bundle. So many different kinds of items in one inventory slot. So for example, I can take these 2 flowers and 1 seed and put them in one bundle.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
Oh yes, I'm so excited about seeing what players do them in like shopping district, right? You can have the bundle of the day, which has a bunch of things with it, or you can have secret bundles where you have 3 of them in a chest, but you get a random one. I think it's really gonna be cool.
Yeah, for example, if your friend has a birthday, you can put like your prettiest item in the bundle because it looks like a gift wrapper.
That's so cool. We've talked so much today on the like really game design side, but how do you work on the art side?
We actually have a very close collaboration with the art team, and it's great.
So my job is basically to get an abstract idea and imagine how it would fit into the Minecraft universe and then start sketching. So once my sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D artist that is gonna model it and animate it to make it alive.
My job is to bring sketches to life and make them move in 3D space. To work with a game that has such a special look, it's amazing. It's a challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating, but it's very rewarding.
ラージチェストにシルカーの中身が満タンになったやつを 1SLC って言ってるけど何これ
Every block is like a building block for people's imagination, right? So I try to like put a lot of love in each block to make sure that people can create what they want.
So I think my favorite thing about the Minecraft look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special comes from.
Minecraft in terms of game art is special because it has such a unique look and it's very restricted. It has to be 3D pixel art and we can only work within those boundaries. So we have to like think inside the box but also outside the box. I've been working on this exciting new mob. This new mob will be the cutest predator ever existed in Minecraft.
This update is incredible. Like people have been waiting for this for so long and we're finally gonna do it.
I hope that the community is really happy about it. I hope they have a lot of new stuff to play with, and I hope that they're excited to see some concepts as well.
It's so lovely when you can think about all of the different jobs within game development. I love seeing the artists and developers. We all like across the show. There's so many different types of roles that people have.
Yeah, and it's really awesome to interact with all those roles and have a lot of a back and forth. We're very open in Mojang and getting ideas from all over the place. And specifically working with the art team is amazing as well. You sort of throw one idea to the air and he draws something and you're like, oh, what is that white thing in your drawing? I didn't even think about it, and it starts so many awesome ideas going. And we even integrated into our prototype process, and actually I think until I saw those sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Archaeology?
Yes, so we're actually adding a new system called the archaeology system. In this system, you're basically going to find these excavation sites all throughout your world. And you can make this new tool called the brush that is going to help you uncover the mysteries of all these dig sites.
何すんのブラシで。
come
ちょ
to
っと
one
待
of
って。
these ancient structures and you can sort of use the brush to clear away some of the rubble that may have collapsed in those structures.
どういうことどういうこと
And sometimes
こ
you
のブロック
might
何
even find something shiny inside them.
石
But
石磨いてん
this
の
is important. If you are not
砂
careful enough, like
砂
in
利さ
real
んこれ
life, you can destroy that artifact. And when that artifact is gone,
なんか出て
that
きた。
artifact and all the secrets it held are gone forever. But if
なんか
you're
入って
careful
る。
enough, if you
何
take your time and you're
化
deliberate,
石
you can get
なん
some
や
of those hidden artifacts. And for example, here
なん
we
や
got a ceramic shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
何が出てきた
I
の
love the story sides of
え
the
土も
archaeology. Because we often talk
この
about that we
作業
want
め
to
っちゃめ
deepen
ん
the
どくさ
mystery
い
in
やん。
Minecraft. And when you find these hidden artifacts, you kind of find like connections
けど
and
これ
hints.
ブロックの高さ変えれるってことではすごいよね。
But these
止め
will
れんのかな途
inspire
中
the
で。
players to tell their own stories about their own Minecraft worlds.
Exactly. And
土から
I
エメ
think
ラル
it's
ド
going
出
to
て
be
き
really exciting to see what players do with them. For example, here we see
何何
an
何
exhibition that someone built for
なんなんこ
this,
れオ
where
レ
he
ンジ
can compare all the different clues he finds, right, and try to
ちょっと
preserve
エメラ
whatever
ルドし
was
かもブ
down
ロックで
here.
出てきたってお
And
か
he
しいな
can compare what we found with whatever new thing and
ブ
sort
ロ
of
ックで出て
try
き
to
た
connect the
あ、なんや
pieces,
これ
right? And here we see those pieces connected in a clay pot, actually trying to reconstruct them back. And you can create that however you like. You can
なんや
create
なんや
your
なんや
own
なんや
stories or try to guess how those pieces used to connect.
Yeah. It's also so fun to be very
パターン
creative
なん
with
か
these
の
new
パターン
pots because you can put the shards in any way you want.
Exactly. And when you're pleased with your creation, you can fire them up
ここに
and
なん
you
か
have
絵
your
つけて
own
焼く
painted clay
な
pot.
んやこれ
Pretty. So, Nir, is
Pretty
this
言うてる
programmer art still?
飾るんかこ
Yeah,
れ
the
を
art we're seeing is still work in progress, but I personally like the dragon. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it didn't say programmer art isn't pretty.
Yeah, you know, the problem is the
土
artists
器の
are
発
way too
掘
good.
Yeah.
Right? They just make us look
陶
bad.
芸
Archaeology is
はい、マイ
amazing.
マル
I
さん
mean,
い
the
らっしゃい、ゆっくりしててね。
excavation site is so incredible.
I'm
It's
so
okay, so
excited
bad.
about this. I've spent a lot of time about it, and I actually got to do a lot of awesome conversations with actual archaeologists from all around the world, and it's been. Honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself that their passion sort of stuck to me, and it was so amazing to learn more about this, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of
連ドラが書かれる。
explore all of the archaeology even more.
ドキ
Yeah,
ドキだ。
it's honestly really, really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop
エ
with
メ
me.
ラルド
So
出て
we're
きたらほ
gonna
んま意
do
味わからん
a
かった
dev
な。
diary
土から
where
エメ
we're
ラルド
actually
ブロ
gonna
ック
talk
って
to those archaeologists,
全部
and
同じ
actually we
大
might
きさや
even
ん。
get
ど
to
全部っていうか
visit
両
some
方さ。
interesting locations.
That is amazing. Well, it feels very sad, but we're
チャリマさん
almost
が
out
ド
of
キマさ
time.
んになる。
But we've been hinting at a new mob like over the course of the show, like 3 or 4 times. So are you going to tell us about it now, please?
Yes, now we're gonna tell you.
詳細にも手が入っ
It's
て
the
きた。
cutest
よ
predator
くあ
you
る
will
チート
ever
もっ
meet.
と。あー、これ初めに見たやつかな。ねえ。あー、この葉っぱ、この葉っぱ。あれちゃうな。ウーパールーパーおる。これマジですげえな。追加要素めちゃめちゃ多ないなんか今回発表。うわ
I feel like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like.
ー、これはいいね。
The axolotls.
これ重そう。
How did you decide on axolotls?
So, when we add a new mob to Minecraft, we really wanted to have like its own unique character. We wanted to have
これ
purpose.
はちょっ
And
と
it's
いいんじゃな
also
い
a very good thing
癒し系や
if it
な。
happens to be ugly cute.
はい、読
And
書
the
さん
axolotl is
いらっし
perfect.
ゃ
It
い。
has
くして
all
て
of
ね。
these
ウ
things.
ーパー。
Well, I guess on the ugly cuteness,
なんで
it
ウー
might be
パールー
quite
パーや
a
ねんっ
big
ていう話ね。
emphasis on the cute side, but still. And we actually had a brainstorm in the team. So we were like, okay, we're gonna add goats, but we want to add another animal. And then one of the developers posted like a big picture of an axolotl. We all went like,
yes, this right now.
It's like the definition of cute. It's like made for Minecraft. And then we also found out that axolotls are endangered in the real world, and we think it's good to add endangered animals to Minecraft to create awareness around that. So
like with the bees.
Yes, like with the bees last year, for example. But yeah, so the axolotls, as you saw in the video, they live in the lush caves and they really add a lot of life to the lush caves. And there's also a bucket of axolotls. Look at it. That is just so cute. I don't know how to handle it, but it's so cute. So when you're walking around in the lush caves and you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium for them in your base, or maybe you bring them to your ocean adventure.
これは可愛いわ。まあ、バケツに入ってるところのアイテム見ました今。もう小さすぎてわからないのけど、めっちゃ可愛かったよ。こっち見てたで。バケツから顔出して。こんなところにもおんの？味方になんの？めっちゃ可愛いやん。
And now I see why you're
しかも
calling them
エルダーやっ
the
つけてなかった
predator
今。
you'll ever meet.
Exactly. So when you scoop them up in a bucket, you can actually create your own
うわ、あんな俺ら絶対出されへんわ、あんなとこで。死んだらどうするの？かわいそうすぎるやん。
Well, they'll attack cute fish as well, but they'll help you fight the drowns and the guardians, and they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians because they have this special ability that whenever they take damage, they sort of play dead, and when they're playing dead, no mob will actually attack them. So they have this time to regen back, help, and then jump back into the fight together with you. And if you learn how to cooperate with them really well, they might even heal you
淡水
during
じゃ
the
ない。そう
battle.
やね。海も行け
That
るんや
is
な。
so cool. But okay, so you added these two mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden
可愛
and the
かったな、
axolotl.
バケツに入ってるところが。
So this update is actually a lot
このモブ
about
と関係してくる。同時期に来るんや
because
な。
it creates like a
ワーデンと。
dramatic player experience, which is so good. So we're like updating the highest heights of Minecraft with the mountains. We're updating like the deepest of the caves. We had this terrifying warden, the cutest axolotl, and also in the caves, like the lush caves are very light and welcoming, and then the deep dark is like super scary and challenging.
I guess we can't forget our little goat in there. It's kind of the in between.
Yeah,
ヤギ。
we shouldn't forget the goat. I guess it's in between.
ヤ
It
ギ
is
が
still
飛
very
ぶって
cute,
書いてあ
but
るの。
in between. No one can be as cute as axolotl.
No, I don't think so. Before we tell everyone the winner of the mob vote, let's take a look back at some of the exciting things that we've talked about today.
バケツでかすぎる。これ可愛いよな、ワーデン。エルダーで飛ぶな。これが楽しそうやな。ボートが使えるほどあんな、わあ、すごいすごいすごい。広い洞窟になってるっていうのがいいね。これ、アメジスト。これ、何できんねやろね、他に。ほんまに望遠鏡だけ取れるだけだったら寂しいな。バーデンのせいで地下のトラウマが増える。牛。あ、何これ、何モッドじゃなかったんこれ。これガチの方なん。これモッドでしょ。びっくりした。なんかごっちゃになせんといて。どういうこと？混乱するわ。新要素なんさっきのは。全部モッド説やったらほんま怒るで。時間返してもらわなあかんで。
Before we get to our mob vote, I think there's one more question people are really gonna want to know. When are we gonna get the caves and the cliffs update?
It's a good
ハスク
question.
のスパイダーはど
So
っち
we
よ
plan to release it summer 2021, and this actually is really good. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we really want to have a lot of time to work together with the community to like gather
そうですね、パムさ
feedback,
ん。
see all the
完
great
全に和
ideas
風
because
建
the
築用だ
community
と思いま
always
す
has
ね、
so
屋
many
根
good
を。
ideas. So it feels good that we now have a lot of time to actually work together on this update.
Amazing. And the community decided on a new mob that will enter the game.
ちょっとよ
So
うわからない。混
which
乱
one
し
of
て
you
る
gets
今。
to do the honors today?
So I think
マインクラ
Tiny
フト
Agnes has
の
been a bit
要素や
mean
ね、さっ
this
きの
year,
は。
so I think you should open
剣
it.
から
You
雷
should
吹いてたや
announce
つ
the winner.
も
Yes.
あれアップデートないよ。
Can I look first?
ないないない、重大発表かこれなんか豪華な封筒開けてますけども。なになになに
It's the glow squid!
ああ、知ってます？もう知ってます？
I guess everyone was mesmerized by the glow squid, not just the tiny ones.
No,
剣からはダンジョンでし
Really
た。
not expecting that. That is so awesome.
Yes, like I didn't expect it at all, but it's great. And glow squids will look so cool in the caves. Like the
Exactly. They
atmosphere.
fit this update
Yes.
so well.
Like it will be. Imagine it's all dark in the caves, and then you see the glow squids swimming around. It will be so good.
Beautiful.
Circa
Can they be
Nodaの
friends
上位互
with the
換ができる。
axolotls?
The axolotls are predators, so I'm not sure.
The
We'll
axolotls
see.
might actually attack them.
Yeah.
イカ
no.
か。
We'll see. I'll talk to them.
Think about it.
Yes.
We have committed to a lot
内容
of
が濃い
things, so I
他の
think we need to get work
イ
on
カあん
all
ま
of the
り
things
な
that we've shown in the
あーって
show.
感じや
For
な。
all of you watching, Minecraft
洞
wouldn't be
窟
what
と
it
か
is
さ、
today
ワイヤレ
without
ス
all
の
of you. From all of us at
レッド
Mojang
ストーンとか
Studios,
さ、
thank you
なんなん
so
って感じや
much.
ねんけど。こ
Bye.
っちが知りたい。え、バイ、え ?4 時までって聞いてますけどリロリロリロリロ言われたで。
イカ以外素晴らしい。なんか終わったかん？
リロリロリロリロピロロンって終わった。終わったって。
みんなおやつの時間だよ。終わった？
終わってないこれ。まあでもちょうどいいわ。終わったね。バイ言われたな。急にやったね。あ、3時までやったね。はいはいはいはい。ではでは、楽しかった。今年も楽しめました。
エンド、1時間ミスった説、わら、終わったね。
はい、つわりさん、いらっしゃい。終わりましたね。うん。
よかった。
いやー、裏作業もはかどりました。はい。
何が進みましたか？
一応ね、メンテしてましてね、ピストンボルトのメンテナンスを。一応2往復か3往復ぐらいできて、はかどりました。
はかどりましたね。お疲れ様です。どこまでもっとないだ。このまま寝ないでマイクラやる。88分分がなかった部早かったですね。
そうですね、かなりはかどったね。
裏作業もはかどりました。
セイリーさん入ってきたし。
はかどりましたね。
怖い怖い怖い。セイリーさんもう寝る時間や。
葉
っぱ付きのツタ何やったんやろね、あれ。あったなぁ。あれなんか始まってまうな、これ。
Hi, I'm Agnes.
なんか始まって
And I'm Jens, and we are here to tell you about my amazing board game collection.
Wrong video, Jens. We are actually here to tell you how you can vote a new mob into Minecraft during this year's Minecraft Live, our spectacular live stream event on October 3rd.
And then I get to talk about my beloved board games.
内容濃すぎて、わら。
いやー、内容濃かったね。
多分エピローグ的なので1時間あるのかな？
いや、多分違う動画が始まったから、今のはライブじゃなかったんで、消しました。うんうん。もう、マインクラフトライブはあれで終わってると思います。はい。デリさん何しに来たん？
考察。
もう終わろう思ってこの格好なってんねんけど。あー、挨拶だけね、了解了解。びっくりした。
メンテでしょ。
もうネザーに入ってきているからさ、セイリンさん。今、ネザーホリホリ部長やから、セイリンさん。掘りに行くんかな思って。
おやす M。
掘らないんですか？
いや、掘らない掘らない。みんな寝るやろ。 寝るでしょ。じゃあ、頑張って掘ってくださいねって言ってみんな落ちていくん分かってるから。
エリーさん終わらないって言ってますよ。
え？
首振ってますよ。終わらないって。
いやいや、終わるって。あかんあかんあかんあかん。
おやすみ。
終わりましょう、終わりましょう。はい。眠い。ね。はい、それでは皆さん。いやー、楽しめましたね、今年も。マインコン、今年からはマインクラフトライブになって、コロナの影響でね、ライブ会場ではなく、ストリームになりましたけども、やっぱ楽しめました。で、来年の2021でもね、また皆さん、こうやって、ここでお会いしたいと思いますので、また来年、皆様、お会いしましょう。それでは、バイバイ。何これ？こんなんなんだよ。
お疲れ様でした。おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。
おやすみ。お疲れ様なす。
ナス
お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でしたのし。
チャンネル登録もよろしくです。
お疲れ様でした。